right there.
It is.
That a lot of guys our age.
What's all right, yeah, we're just old. No, but what's up, everybody? We're about to do episode 233 of Game Speak Podcast. Let's go. Yo, 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 and hello, and welcome to the 233rd episode of Game Speak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are now streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, youtube.com/CreateForSanity, and facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Also, be sure to join the community in the Facebook I'm sorry, I already wrote this down and I still said that. Join the community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. The show is two childhood BFFs and a brand new BFF bringing you all things video games. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jafra, alongside Brent, Bewildered Bass.
And we've also got Devin 71111 past 77 Devin, the mayor of Sevenville.
Well, hello.
Devin, the mayor of 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
The mayor of 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Hey, I got all the snacks, man. I got all the snacks.
He
Dude,
does.
he
He is
does.
a snack. Look at
Except-
that.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't had snacks in my house in a long time.
You like one of
actually.
those
You need to
Crispito
get you some
things,
snacks.
dude.
I have no self-control.
I don't either.
I don't have snacks in my house for a reason. Because I eat them all in one sitting.
Yeah.
But, yeah. How you guys been? Getting any snacks in this week?
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
I've been eating a few snacks. I've had a few.
Mainly mod pizza. I eat a lot of mod pizza.
I ate a lot of Domino's pizza this week.
I feel like you do talk a lot about mod a lot.
can't
Especially
stop.
in the Discord.
Dude, mod pizza is excellent. Okay.
It's fantastic.
Mod pizza's
I haven't had
good.
it in a while.
Because I can get the cauliflower crust, all right? And then I just throw a bunch of shit on it, and it tastes good. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
I really think a mod pizza would thrive in Huntsville.
Is there not one in
There's
Huntsville?
not one.
No,
in
there's
Huntsville.
not.
Wow,
I'm surprised
dude.
there's one in Conroe, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two in Conroe, actually.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
We
one-
need one of those we should just ship it off to Huntsville. Let's just scoop one
Just
up
pick it up.
with a shovel.
With a pizza.
The pizza
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Tow it down 45.
Um,
Super convenient.
So, okay, first off, let me drop some knowledge on you, fools.
Oh,
All
fuck.
right. Let
Okay.
me drop some knowledge.
All right.
Enlighten us.
Y'all need to be watching Squid Game.
I knew it was going to
I'm
be about
tired of
that.
this.
Bro,
I'm tired of this.
So, okay, I have had...
Well, first, tell the viewers what Squid Game is.
without ruining it,
Okay,
'cause I'm
without-
definitely going to watch it.
it's very hard to not ruin the whole premise of it, so it doesn't matter. Like, if you Google what it is, you're going to figure this part out. It's basically a South Korean show. It's like so high quality. It's like Train to Busan high quality, but like a TV show, and it's about like a bunch of people in South Korea who are in debt to like, loan sharks or whatever. Like they've just, or they're, basically they got themselves in a bad situation. They're like addicted to gambling or whatever, and they owe a bunch of money, and their family stuff's going to be taken away and all this stuff. So they are approached, and they have this opportunity to join this game to make money. This guy will like randomly pop up, and he'll be like, I challenge you to this game or whatever. And so they start like having to flip over like a folded piece of paper on the ground with another folded piece of paper, and whenever they win, he gives them 10,000 or like a certain amount of won or whatever the money's called over there, and so they're like, oh cool. He's like you're good at games, like you want to make more money just playing games? And they're like, well, of course, because I'm addicted to, like getting money and gambling it or doing whatever. And so they sign away like, yeah, I'll join this game. And then they show up at this van, and then when they get in, it takes them to this place.
Oh,
like,
don't ruin it. Okay,
No,
I can't hear
but
anymore.
anyways,
This is
okay.
too good.
The whole point of the show is it's got a lot of Hunger Games and a lot of Saw and a lot of other things coming together, but like good writing. Like it's like if the Hunger Games movies didn't suck, and if like the Saw movies didn't reach like an.
How dare you? Wait, is that no?
It's,
That's
I think
Scouts.
it's
Is that
2, right?
Scouts?
I don't even know, dude.
Yeah, let's say it's like if you took Hunger Games and Saw and made a good movie and or a good show, and it's only 9 episodes long, and you will be so involved. Like I'm talking from the very end of the first episode, you will not be able to stop till you finish the whole show. So,
Man, I have every intention of watching it. I just I definitely don't want to know any more about it. Don't
you want to
tell
know
me
the
anything
ending?
else.
No, I'm just kidding.
But I'm excited to watch it. I haven't watched anything on Netflix in months, and I've been using I usually use my
Same.
mom's Netflix, you know.
Yeah,
So you told me about that, and I was like, hell yeah! And I went to boot up Netflix, and it was like, subscribe to Netflix. I was like, oh fuck, my
she changed
mom.
the password.
No, I guess my mom just didn't pay her thing, you know what I mean? Because it's
Oh.
still logged into her thing, but she hasn't paid.
You
so.
should just make a burner email and then get a trial to Netflix
Oh, that's
and
not a
then
bad idea.
and then watch it.
That's
I'm
a
telling you.
good idea.
I need to do
It's
that.
all
yeah,
you
I
need
don't have
Netflix for. After you get done watching that show, you can just unsubscribe.
Yeah.
It's that good. But also this week, continued my One Piece adventure, and then and then I started.
Adventure.
Yeah, it's an adventure.
Adventure?
It's really an adventure.
I feel like it's more of a trek, a long pilgrimage through all those episodes.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a hike. But I also watched Predator 2 for the first time in a long time. Like I just sat down like on the weekend. I was like, I don't have much to do. My girlfriend was at like a concert, and I was like, I think I'm gonna watch Predator 2. So I just turned it on, and it's not a great movie, but it's really good. It holds up. Like I feel-
Predator 2 is the one.
Arnold's not in that one.
in the city. Yeah, like it
Arnold's in the first one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
Arnold's
in
is
the
the first one. This one, it goes away from the jungle, and it's just in a big, like, city. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Chicago.
I don't really remember Predator 2 that much.
Me
to be
neither,
honest
at
with you.
all.
It's got, like, the famous, like, action star, like, the black guy that was in everything back in the early
Lethal
90s.
Weapon.
Yeah, the Lethal
what
Weapon
was
guy.
What was his name?
I always
He's-
forget his
I
name.
like him.
But he's the main character, and it holds up. Like, it's a good story. And the reason why it's so good is because it builds this lore. All right? So, like, I'm not really spoiling anything because the movie's been out since the 90s.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Glover.
anyway, so Danny Glover. Yeah, so
No,
after
I'm sorry.
is that not him?
That's the character's name.
No,
No,
that's
it
him.
is Danny Glover.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say,
Yeah.
Danny Glover's a real person, for
Yeah.
sure.
But so at the end, when he defeats the predator, as we all know at this point, predators are like they hunt, like the strongest game they can find, and like they're basically trophy hunters. Like they want to kill you and then take your
Intergalactic, yeah.
skull as like a trophy, and then like, but so he kills the hunter or the predator that's hunting him, and then he stumbles across like their ship, and there's like the elder predators or whatever on the ship whenever he finally kills this guy, and they all come walking out, and he's like, fuck it, who wants to go next or whatever. But they're like, they come up and they're just like, yeah, you won basically, like good job, and so they like take the predator and they put him on the thing, and one of them hands him this gun, and it's like a pirate like pistol, like from
Flintlock.
yeah, flintlock, and he looks at it and he's like, from the 1700s, and it has like a name on it or whatever. And I was like, whoa, that's interesting. I wonder what that has to do with anything. And so I Googled it, and apparently originally they were going to make the Predator 2 movie about like in the past, like when the Predator showed up during like the pirate era or whatever.
Oh, that would be badass, dude.
And so they made a comic after the movie because they could never get anybody to push this movie into an actual film. And so this was just kind of like a retcon, like they threw it in there and like then later fulfilled the story through a comic. And basically a predator, that same predator showed up back in the, the 1700s, and he was like, that's the guy I'm going to fight because he's awesome. He's like a really dope pirate. His name is like, I don't remember what his name is, but anyways, but his little team had a mutiny, like his little pirate or band of pirates had a mutiny because he didn't want to take the treasure from this church or whatever. So the predator helps him fight all of his like, pirate guys or whatever that were trying to kill him, and then at the end they like turn, and they're gonna 1v1 it,
Oh,
and right as he's about to 1v1 him, one of the guys that they thought they killed shoots him in the back. And so he like falls out as the predator kills that guy, and then like before he dies, he's like, He's like, it would have been a hell of a fight or whatever, and like gives him the gun. And then so in the sequel, that same Predator from 200 or 300 years before is like there to give him the gun, and he's like, you did well or whatever. And it makes it so much
That's cool.
cooler
Yeah.
that they're not just killing to be like psychopaths, that they're just like there's this whole lineage of like it's almost
Honor
like
and-
it's like
Yeah.
for fighting for honor, like a Japanese like like a samurai or something. It's so cool. I like that whole
Yeah.
And what,
concept.
in the second one on the ship as well, wasn't there a xenomorph skull too? Or,
That was Alien versus
That's
Predator. I
AVP,
think.
yeah.
was
Yeah.
that okay?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Which
AVP.
also has a lot of interesting lore building for the Predators. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not as good of a movie, but it's got really good lore.
You watch your mouth. That was amazing.
AVP was cool.
Yeah,
It
but
was,
sorry,
like,
yeah,
it
it
was
was
a
like-
dope movie.
It was really
dude.
cool.
Yeah.
None of it made sense, but
My
it was
favorite
awesome.
Alien movie though is Alien 2. Like I think if we're talking about
Aliens.
all of the Alien movies, like I think Alien 2 is the best. That's just my personal opinion.
I haven't seen Aliens.
Oh my
I've
God.
seen Alien.
Aliens is like, and this is again just my opinion. I think it's like 10 times better than the first
Well,
Alien movie.
Everybody
Like,
says they're both good, but for different reasons.
Yeah,
like
and their
apparently
own-
the
and
first
their
one's
own-
more like
Suspense.
suspenseful, like horror, while the second one's more action. And
the
like,
second one has a better story too, in my opinion. I don't know. Like I kind of saw the twist at the end of the first one coming. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
what was the twist?
that the I guess it's an old movie, so I don't.
Don't
You know.
do-
But it's like the AI guy was working with the xenomorph or trying to like keep the xenomorph alive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay.
the AI
okay.
ended up being the bad guy.
Yeah.
I saw it coming. You know what I mean?
For sure. I'm sure in the 80s they didn't though.
No,
I'm
probably
sure they
not.
were like,
I like how
what?
they've taken both of those universes and now gone into like what's the later movies? Not Aliens or
Prometheus and all that
Yes.
Yeah,
stuff.
those
Yeah.
are a prequel,
The-
right?
Those are prequels to the Alien franchise.
the
Yeah.
universe.
But which are good. But I'm just saying, it's very interesting how much lore is in Predator, and I just had no idea. Like, it's such a cool concept, and the first one is always a classic. Like just watching Arnold take him out,
Yeah.
and they mention him in the second one where they're like, this guy, took out one of these out in the wilderness or whatever. It's so cool.
in the jungle.
Yeah, in the
In
jungle.
the jungle.
Anyways, what y'all been doing?
Oh, I went to a concert in Austin.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
It was fun. I had a good time, mate. We went and saw Hawthorne Heights. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
Very
dude.
nice. Very
Got
nice.
nice and emo with it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We saw Census Fail, Bayside. It was a good time, mate.
Who was the best?
Out of all three.
Yeah.
Well, Bayside obviously going to put on the best show, like
true.
performance-wise. But, I had the most fun seeing Hawthorne Heights.
Really?
Because I ain't never seen them before. You know what I mean?
I
It was one of them things I always wanted to do. But I ain't never done it before,
I did not know that you wanted to see Hawthorne Heights.
Do they not
Who
tour in the,
hasn't want to see You don't want to see Hawthorne Heights, mate?
do they not tour in the UK or like,
Oh, no, mate. I had to come all the way from Liverpool.
wait, okay, now you're getting in a little bit to Australian.
Nah, he was holding it down. What's up, Drive By Joe?
Yo, Joe!
Well, hello, Joe.
Driving by in the comment section. Love
Yo,
it. Sorry,
Joe.
I'm excited that
Yeah.
Drive By Joe is here. That he's driving on
Yeah, we
by.
missed him last week. I don't think he stopped by.
Did he
No,
drive
yeah.
by last week?
Nah,
No.
he
Dang,
drove
drive-
past. He drove
Yeah,
straight
Whoa.
past. Dude.
Drive past Joe.
What about you, Deb?
What's
Or
up,
was that
Dad?
it?
No, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch a Korean game show Saw Hunger Games thing, but
It's
I
your
did
fault.
watch Parasite.
That's
the anime?
No,
Or
no,
the
no,
movie?
No,
The
he's
movie.
talking about the
Oh,
movie's
The
okay.
alright.
Korean movie.
yeah.
It was
I've heard
it-
that's pretty
It
good.
was interesting. I didn't know what to expect the
You
whole
should watch the
time.
anime.
Train to
No, I've
Busan's
seen
so
the
much
anime.
better.
Oh, okay,
than
Oh, yeah, I love
Parasite.
the
That's
anime.
my shit.
Yeah, I wish there's more than one season.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I decided? Oh, wait. What? Is that all you did this week?
Well, no, and then also I started watching Archer, and Archer's pretty fucking funny. I've always seen episodes.
That's a good
here and there.
show, man.
Yeah, I've always seen episodes here and there, but I'm watching all the way through. And then, dude, okay, the main one I wanted to talk about was fucking Star Wars Visions.
Oh.
that good?
What is this?
It's an
It
anime.
is a compilation of Star Wars anime episodes done by different anime studios.
What's it on? Disney?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Disney,
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
And it is like the first episode's fucking badass.
Ooh.
It was cool as shit, really cool.
Finally
like,
something
fight.
on Disney Plus that I'm actually going to go watch.
Go, dude, go
You know?
watch it. And then I watched probably 3 or 4 episodes. They were all good. they're all good in their own right. One was a little campy, but the other ones were badass, and I think there's even more badass ones to come. I gotta watch the rest of it, but it's what I've
Cool.
seen so far. Fucking, it's awesome.
Basically, it looked like the Animatrix, but for Star Wars.
I want to watch
Yes.
that, and I want
Yeah,
to
it's a
watch the
very-
Marvel one like that that everybody's talking about. What if? Is it good? It's not good. I guess it's not good. That
there's
seems like a bad reaction.
There's a couple episodes that are like, oh, that's neat, but then I haven't even watched the last two because they kind of got really bad. It was just
Damn.
like it was very lazy, just throwing something out there.
Well, at
In
least
my
the Star
opinion.
Wars one's good. I'm excited to see what that's all about.
Yeah, the ones that I've seen so far, badass. But yeah, the what ifs just I don't know. The last couple have been kind of like, eh.
My problem with
And I'm a big
Star
Marvel
Wars
fan too.
doing like the anime thing is like I feel like the characters are going to be so much cooler than the actual Star Wars characters to the point to where I'm like, what's even the point at the like now nothing I watch Star Wars is going to be interesting
Yeah,
because
people are.
because the Visions characters are just going to be way more powerful and like doing shit that no other character's ever done, you know?
there's
Right.
there's like the first episode. It's definitely like, damn, this would be badass if it was canon.
It'd be
Like,
cool if they could somehow translate that anime art style to like a video game format, you know what I mean? And have like a Japanese kind of look and do like an Old Republic thing, you know what I
Like
mean?
Tenchu type thing.
Yeah, that'd be
But
sick.
that's the thing is like it is canon though, right? Because
They
anything
said it might become canon. It's not canon right now.
I thought anything Disney did was canon.
Well, and so that's why people are speculating, but I don't think there's been any official like this is
Word
going
on
to
it.
be- Yeah.
I just
'Cause, I
like
mean-
I would assume it's canon. Anything because Disney even said that. They were like
Oh.
everything before Disney is like lore unless they say otherwise, and then everything going forward is canon.
At this point, I
Well-
don't even care. Whatever I
Yeah.
want to be canon is canon.
I would
God
definitely
damn
say this is.
it.
I would definitely say this is lore because specifically because one episode was very out there on like two like villains. You'll just have to watch
Villains that are known already or
it.
what?
No,
Oh, okay.
completely like off the wall and like their power was insane off the charts. Maybe they were actual characters.
I
but
know what
don't-
I'm
I
gonna
never
do
heard
when
of
I
them.
get home. That's exciting.
What,
It's
what were their
cool.
names?
No,
No,
no, no,
they
no,
were-
no, no.
okay. I don't think knowing the villain of a
I don't
ca- of
remember
a
their
ga-
names, but they're twins.
Oh, okay. So it's not
Okay.
somebody I would know.
No, that's
Okay.
what
I just
No,
don't
I
want
think-
it to ruin because this is seriously. I'm doing this, dude. I'm excited.
It's badass. The first one is like it's done in the style of like Berserk.
Oh,
okay.
dope.
I think if I'm thinking of the right anime, it's like almost
Yeah.
like a CGI
Mm.
anime mix.
The early Berserks, I don't know if they were like that.
I don't. Yeah, not the super early, but I saw like one like
Like a
modern-
Ruby kind of thing, like or
You'll see. Just watch it.
I'll have
it's
to
good.
just watch it.
Yeah, Star Wars Visions on Disney Plus. Really, really good watch.
Well, guys, we're gonna jump into the video game news because Nintendo had a direct. There's like a couple of other announcements.
Oh, shit.
We got some good stuff to talk about. So just so you guys know, we're using articles from gaming news sites from around the web. We do not claim any of these articles as our own. We're just bringing them all here and giving you the news in one place. So you guys want to start with the Nintendo stuff? I think
Yeah,
that's
just bust it out.
yeah.
yeah. Okay, I put it on here. Let me see.
I have it all, but it's all scattered a boot in my
boot?
news. Yeah.
I have like just a page of like everything. Give me a second.
Here,
Let me-
while you're looking for that, I'll tell you guys my plan. I think next week, when I get paid, I'm gonna fucking go. Cause okay, so I've been stalking Micro Center lately, right? For the past few weeks, I've been like checking their inventory on graphics cards on the 30 series, particularly, and like every now and then I've been seeing a 3060, like the 12 gigabyte 3060, pop up, close to MSRP, like $400 or $500. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm cool with. Anything
it's
under
not that
600,
bad.
I'm down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like recently, like a few days ago, I saw a 3060 Ti pop up for like $500, which is still a little more than MSRP. But like, dude,
Don't tell me that.
I'm thinking I might go snag me one of them shits next week if I can. I'm gonna stock Micro Center, and they had 2 in stock, so we could roll up there together, bro. That'd be fun.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
But then, dude, I'm gonna sell my 2060. That's my plan. If I can, I'm gonna probably have to sell it for way cheaper than I got. You know, obviously because I don't have a box or anything. But like, I'm gonna sell the 2060. I'll probably let Jamel use it until somebody buys it. If you're down, if you'd like it, you know what I
would
mean.
like
let me
that.
throw it in my PC. 226s
Dude,
next to each other.
SLI, dude, where they're both Zotac. You could do that. I think.
Are they the same brand?
I think you're
There's a-
Zotac, right? You
yeah.
got the double fan or the single fan. Mine's the
it's a
little
dual-
one. Yeah.
I think it's. I don't know.
Problem with that is that it's like not too many games support it, like to any level of like, oh wow, this
Worth-
is
worth
great.
a damn.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, but let's jump into this.
So-
I found the thing.
I
Okay,
got off on a tangent.
so IGN says, okay, this is all the announcements, all the news and trailers from the latest Nintendo Direct, starting with Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Man.
Okay. Yeah, man.
You want to talk about it first,
Yeah,
and
yes.
then we'll go into it, or?
Okay, so Kirby and the Forgotten Land is a 3D adorable adventure launching on Nintendo
Adorable.
Switch in spring 2022. This game features wide open areas that Kirby can explore that are filled with enemies he can copy to acquire their abilities. Now, I think this is a very just like shrunk down idea of what this game is. First off, we got to talk about the fact that, or before we do that, one of the viewers said this is why I
Corey-
switched back
Corey
to,
Rish-
or Corey Riche said
Yeah.
why I
Riche.
switched back to console. to-
Especially, you know, these like for the next few years, console is like just as viable of an option as PC with
Oh,
the
yeah.
PS5s and the Xbox Series X. I mean, you're having
Definitely
a
a lower,
very-
lower paywall.
very similar experience with both. You
yeah,
know
right
what I
now
mean?
for
Like,
sure.
yeah,
Give
so-
it like 5 years, then you'll wish you still had your PC. But
yeah, but as it stands, I mean, you're pretty much good with your
Yeah.
you know new gen consoles. You know.
But
Anyways,
jumping back to Kirby
Kirby.
and the Forgotten Land. So this
Ooh.
game looks so dope to me. First off, I don't give a fizzuck about Kirby. All right, never.
I do.
no,
I've always liked.
but
Kirby.
this is where it's good. This is what I'm saying is like I have never cared ever about a Kirby game. Like not even the Crystal Shards. I don't care. Now this
I might have played one on Game Boy.
caught my eye. This caught my
the
eye.
Game Boy one goes hard.
Like first off, you're like it's like you're looking at this post-apocalyptic like Last of Us world, and then suddenly they're just like, oh yeah, it's a fucking Kirby game, you know? But like, which is really cool to me because I'm interested in whatever the lore is going to be in this Kirby 3D platformer, you know? Like,
Here's the thing.
Kirby
It's a
ain't just
Kirby
eating.
game, so you can expect to not only go to this dystopian world, but also tons of like bright, beautiful places. Like I can guarantee you that this will be like a Mario Odyssey-esque adventure where like
Yes.
every level is like a totally different environment.
I don't know
Also-
though because they made a big deal about it being an island, like a post-apocalyptic island.
I mean, if you look in the trailer, there's different environments. You see like at least 3 or 4 different like vastly different looking
Yeah.
landscapes.
But
like-
they're all on that same island. Is like what they were saying. They're saying like you wash up on the shore of this island. Like this. That's the whole point.
You might be on the island, but like you're gonna be in different environments
yeah.
for sure the entire game. Like I can promise you that. That's like a Kirby thing.
for
you
sure.
know what I mean?
For sure.
But I can also promise you that what makes the Kirby game special is what's going to make this game super special. Like, just having the ability to suck up all the different powers and shit, I really think they're going to take it to the next level on this one. You know what I mean? Because you see all your traditional powers, right? But they're,
Yeah.
like, translated to a 3D form. Like, the spiky ball has turned into, like, a Katamari Damacy type thing where you're, like, rolling people over and, like, picking stuff up, and like the sword and like the boss fights, that's another thing that Kirby's always had is like semi easy but rewarding boss fights, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like this looks no different, it showed her like, or him, whatever Kirby is, fighting
what
it
is
with
Kirby?
a fucking big sword and like a gorilla. It looked dope, dude. I'm excited.
That's the thing about Kirby though is that the games are usually very easy.
Mhm.
So like I'm hoping that they add some type of difficulty to this, like on Mario Odyssey type difficulty, where it's just like at least.
Mario Odyssey was easy.
I mean, not if you wanted to 100% it. That's what I'm saying. Like, give it some type of difficulty. Like,
Well,
where,
Crystal Shards had all the Kirby games have like a layer of depth if you really want to get like
yeah,
hard with it.
Kirby
you know what I mean?
is a boy.
Kirby is a boy?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Learn something new every day.
He is just a walking testicle, so.
Yeah. it is one ball.
little blob rolling around.
I'm super excited just to see what it is, though. Honestly, they didn't show too much,
It's
but
got so much potential, dude.
Yes.
This is like the most exciting thing you could have said other than like a Donkey Kong 3D game. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah,
To
for
me
sure.
personally. You
Same.
know? Like, I think this is going to be a great freaking game.
I need
Oh.
to get a Switch.
yeah.
And maybe a Yoshi Island 3D game. That would be
That would be
sick.
tight.
Oh.
See, the reason why I think this Kirby is like really speaking to me is because it just reeks of the nostalgia of like getting the N64 and seeing all your favorite games translated to 3D. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
for the
Yeah.
first time ever.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it feels like, and it has that look to it where I'm just like, oh man, I'm gonna love this. I hope.
While retaining everything I love about the original Kirby
Yeah.
games, you know, all the powers and all that shit. I feel like it's going to have everything I love about Kirby with just a little bit of Mario Odyssey. I'm fucking excited.
Yeah, and well, you know, speaking of the nostalgia and all that, apparently Nintendo Switch Online is getting an expansion called Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack.
Oh my god.
It includes N64 and Sega Genesis games.
Oh my god.
So now you will have to pay extra for this. They
How
didn't say
much?
how much.
That's what I want to know.
They didn't say. They were like, "Yo, you're gonna pay for this, but we'll tell you later."
Nintendo Switch Online is already super cheap.
$20 a year, basically for a single.
That's what I'm
account.
saying. So if they up it to $30 a year, I'm not gonna be too arsed about it. You know
No.
what I mean?
I will be a little just because I'm like, yeah, but like like I'll still pay it. But this update will arrive in October 2021, and Nintendo promises it will reveal more about pricing and an exact release date closer to its launch. So that's like next month. We're coming up on it. But it says the launch lineup of N64 games includes Super Mario 64, even though they just sold like the trilogy and put it in the vault and did all this shit.
Dick move.
Yeah, for sure. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Sin and Punishment, Dr. Mario 64, Mario Tennis 64, Winback, and Yoshi's Story. The launch lineup of Sega Genesis games includes Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Streets of Rage 2, Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania Bloodlines, Contra Hardcore, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Golden Axe, Gunstar Heroes, Musha, Phantasy Star 4, Rai Star, Shining Force, Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master, and Strider.
They
And
also showed a bunch of games that like
are
weren't
coming in
launched-
the future. Yeah, so the service will get more N64 games in the future, like Banjo-Kazooie,
Ah.
Pokemon Snap, The Legend
Yeah.
of Zelda Majora's Mask, Kirby
Yeah.
64, The Crystal Shards,
Yeah.
Mario Golf, Paper Mario,
Yeah.
and F-Zero
Dude,
X.
Those are all
OG Pokemon
bangers right
Snap.
there, dude. Fucking
Fuck.
Paper Mario, dude. Like, I've been dying to play the OG Paper Mario again. And fucking Pokemon Snap. Like you're saying,
Yes.
dude, that's like,
Yeah.
that was
that
like,
would be such a nostalgia trip for me.
oh my god. I
Holy
used to
fuck.
rent that like every other day, dude. It's such a good game still. Like, the mechanics work because they didn't change much about it for the new Pokemon Snap. You know what I mean? And that game was fun as hell, you know?
I didn't play the new one. See, I gotta get a Switch. I really need a
Yeah, you
Switch.
do.
Dude, get you one
If
of them
anybody's selling
OLED
a
Switch, bro.
Switch on the no.
Yeah, if you're selling,
I'm gonna
if
get
you're
a
selling a
resale
Switch,
for
let
cheap.
Devin know. Now, my big intrigue here is, why are they putting out games that they just put out like the new version of? You know what I'm saying? It kind of makes you wonder what their thought process on it, because they did show Mario Tennis too. It's not even showing it on here. Like, I guess IGN missed it or whatever, but they did show Mario Tennis as one of the games.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That's
Yeah,
another
and
one
Mario
I'm hyped
Golf.
about. Yeah.
Like, they just put out a Mario Golf, and then they're gonna put out the N64 one. Like, maybe they're trying to build hype.
I
with
think
these.
so. I mean, like, why wouldn't you like show people the inspiration for your modern titles? You know, especially if
True.
the games are selling well. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's very interesting, and hopefully, with the fact that they have Banjo-Kazooie, that might mean we get more rare games. Like, maybe we'll get Donkey Kong 64.
also
you know?
maybe you sell more Mario Tennis copies this way. Like, you go back and you play the N64 Mario Tennis. Like, damn, this is fun. I wonder if there's a new one. You look it up.
Oh,
Mario
look.
Tennis Aces. Oh, I gotta
Yeah.
get that. You know. Like,
True.
I bet
Especially
that's
if you're
some-
like
some-
somebody who never played those games. Like, you're just like a young kid today with your Switch, and you're like, what is this?
And
But
there's some of the nostalgia is to be found in the old graphics too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
isn't that so? The Banjo-Kazooie thing, though, like, think about that. That's a Microsoft-owned
Rare
product.
game.
That's
yeah.
a rare, like, so weird how they got that. That means Perfect Dark might show up. We might get
Yeah,
Donkey
you could do
Kong,
a lot if that
007,
Conquer's
GoldenEye.
Bad Fur Day.
They
Fucking,
they
they
wouldn't
wouldn't
do
do
it,
that,
yeah.
but you could, you know, like theoretically,
Yeah,
hypothetically.
I wouldn't be surprised if GoldenEye showed up, dude. People would be buying Switches. Like, I guarantee you. Especially if they put online multiplayer.
Oh, GoldenEye with online multiplayer.
They're doing it with. They said all the N64 games that they're putting on will have online multiplayer. Like, if they have.
What?
Boy,
Yeah.
dude. mode.
That would be bad.
That would be so badass, dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's a lot of N64 games you can put on there that would be fun.
I'm surprised they didn't mention that in this article, but yeah, that was like one of the big things. They were like, you'll be able to play all of it online. Also, you'll be able to play it with a modern day Nintendo 64 controller,
Ooh,
a Bluetooth one.
wireless.
Yeah, wireless.
dude.
They're remaking
That
it.
shit is
Yeah.
sick.
Alongside the announcement that N64 and Sega Genesis games will be coming, there's a controller for each one, basically.
They need to put the OG Smash Bros on there. That would be sick.
Oh, dude, they're dumb for not doing that.
You know
like
how
right off the bat,
dope that would be? Like,
online.
oh my god,
Yeah,
dude. Maybe they're afraid it would detract from the current Smash Bros.
That's what I was
community,
saying about the
like-
Mario Party. But anyways, Bayonetta 3 gameplay and
Oh, yeah.
2022 release window was
People are
revealed.
hyped about this.
Yeah, I have it as an article, but
I'm not a big Bayonetta fan
Yeah,
just because I didn't
yeah.
play them, but like I
Yeah.
know it's got a big following.
It's like- it's-
the past two games got like nines and tens across the board. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's basically Devil May Cry with like this chick whose hair is her clothes. So like,
sweet.
yeah, like she's
That's
like a
hot.
witch or something. But that she is. I
Oh.
don't know what the point is, but yeah, she's a witch.
She's got guns.
yeah, guns.
You could have told me anything. I would've
Powers.
believed it.
She's also Zeus's daughter. No, I'm just kidding. No, I made that up. But Splatoon 3 gameplay and Return of the Mammalians single-player campaign revealed. I have no idea what any of that means.
Did the other Splatoons even have a single player campaign at all?
I think
They
they
did?
They all did. Yeah,
Okay.
I can't answer any questions
I didn't know
about this
that.
game.
You know.
they did. But I mean, I guess if you're one of those people that play Splatoon, get ready. But and then we got Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak expansion pack announced for summer 2022. This is the Monster Hunter Rise game, which is an exclusive to Switch. So they're
Oh,
getting
okay. I was trying to think which one was Rise.
yeah, it's a massive expansion coming to Monster Hunter Rise in
Huge.
summer of 2022. It will
Huge.
contain newly added
Huge.
stories, locales, and monsters, as well as newly added hunting actions and quest ring. Then we got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's final DLC fighter, and basically saying
They announced the
they
announcement.
announced the announcement, which is that's how hyped people are
They
about
also
this.
said this will be the final announcement
Yep.
for Super Smash Brothers at all.
The
so
last DLC fighter.
yeah. So
Yeah.
this is kind of like a
What if
a
they-
sad
it's
thing.
gonna be Waluigi.
What if it?
Dude,
yeah,
it's gotta be Waluigi, bro.
they would get so many. They'd be the perfect play.
If
to
it-
drag
if
it out
it-
this
yeah.
long and then make
and
it
then put
him.
it, dude.
It'll definitely be Waluigi. I wish it was somebody like
What if it's
It's
not?
gonna be a riot if it's not.
What if it's
Waluigi.
not? Just to do the ultimate troll.
you'd see like
Who
it'd
would
be
it
on the news, like people burning down the Nintendo like headquarters, like Sakurai's like running down the street. Like
with people chasing him with pitchforks and shit.
Animal Crossing will get its own. Oh, but by the way, yeah. So that early October is when he's gonna announce it. Just so you guys are aware.
So
Okay.
like, keep your eye on
October
next week.
5th.
Might as well
Yeah.
just waited. Like.
Yeah, I don't know why they did this, but they just want to build hype. But October 5th, 2021 at 7 a.m. PT is when you can check it out. And then Animal Crossing is getting its own direct in October, and Brewster and the Roost are coming soon. So not only will Animal Crossing New Horizons be getting its own direct in October, but fan favorite Brewster and the Roost coffee shop will be coming to the game in the near future.
Was
Which
he in New Leaf?
yeah, I'm assuming. I don't know, honestly. I don't remember him.
So long
But-
ago.
Yeah, now the thing about this is that they put this game out. It became a world fucking phenomenon. And they did nothing with it. They were just like, fuck it, like we're not going to add DLC. Like every now and then they'd be like,
So say every now and then they did a little baby something.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But for the amount of people that bought this game and put as much time as they did into it, they supported this game zilch. And then now they're coming back and be like, hold up, we just realized you guys aren't playing anymore, so we're gonna make a whole direct dedicated to this. It's like a little too late, too little, too late. You know?
You know,
Maybe it's
Jamal,
gonna-
maybe it was just that complete of a game. It didn't need DLC.
Yeah, Jamil.
If you're on Twitter at all, you know that is not the case. Like,
I'm not on Twitter. Oh,
yeah, it was
interesting.
like trending like weekly, where they're like, "We need more," and like Nintendo is just like dead silent. And like the amount of stuff that's in that Animal Crossing game, is less than what was in New Leaf. That was the issue.
Yeah,
but-
I've heard that.
Anyway, so Then we got Mario Party Superstars sees the return of Woody Woods,
So hyped for this.
Yoshi's Tropical Island, and Horror Island. Dude,
So hyped. For
so hype. I don't think you guys understand. We're gonna be having like Mario Party drinking games going
this.
on.
Oh my god. Dude.
Like
It's gonna be like the old days, but in the new days.
in the new days.
In the
Bro,
new days.
you see how beautiful Yoshi's Tropical Island was looking? That
I'd
was
have
my
to, I'd have
fucking
to see
level,
these again to
dude.
refresh. It's
Oh
been,
my
it's been
god.
so fucking
I seriously had like just
Everything
like a
look all
tear.
shiny.
Yeah, like they basically announced this is all it's coming. It's going to be launching with the game on October 29th, 2021. The new maps include classic boards from Nintendo 64's Mario Party games like Woody Woods, Yoshi's Tropical Island, and Horror Island. There will be a Mount minigame mode that includes the competitive survival course and the cooperative multiplayer course tag match.
Dude, I'm buying this game, and then I'm going to force my girlfriend to play it with me at gunpoint. for fucking-
End up on like one of those true crime videos, like he was. He
Look,
had a-
man, I just wanted her to play Mario Party with she wouldn't.
I'll come play Mario Party with you, Brent.
Thanks,
She-
bro.
at
We'll get the
gunpoint, she's just
three-player.
like,
we'll
"Nah,
get
I'm
that
not playing."
4-player, dude. We got enough. It's going down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a real thing. Like, I don't think you guys understand. As soon as this game comes out, we're having like a Mario Party night. We're going to get a bunch of food, a bunch of alcohol,
should stream
and we're
it.
going to have like, we're
Yeah.
going
Some
to
of
do
it.
shots. You know, for every time you land on a red marker, you got to take a shot. Every time you fail a mini game, you
Dude,
take
I'm
a shot.
not even
You're gonna
joking.
die.
I'll buy the fucking game, dude, if you host the party. Like, fucking, we're doing this. Like, I'm super
Oh,
down.
I'm getting the game day
Dude,
one.
day
but
one. Oh, I'm so down.
It's like entire group dies from
Alcohol
alcohol
poisoning.
poisoning,
Bro.
like after the first game. Yeah, but anyway, Shigeru Miyamoto announces the cast and release date of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I know everybody was so excited about this, but the Super Mario Bros. Movie will be released in theaters in North America on December 21st, 2022. So we have to wait all the way till next Christmas. But
Good God.
So what do y'all think about the castings?
well, the
They've
casting
got
is
an A-list cast. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no denying it.
Well,
you
hold on.
know?
Let me name them off first. So our cast is Chris Pratt. He'll be playing Mario. Anya Taylor-Joy. Don't know who that is.
She's the girl from Queen's Gambit who played the chess.
I didn't watch that,
Well,
but
you surely have heard of it.
yeah, I've
right?
heard of it.
She's on
Is that
the-
all she's from?
surely.
She's the main character. That's all I know her from. Yeah.
Okay. Well, she plays Peach. Charlie Day is gonna play Luigi.
Luigi.
I love that,
Yeah.
dude. What the fuck?
Jack Black will play Bowser.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Keegan Michael Key and Seth Rogen will play. Keegan Michael Key is gonna play Toad.
Toad
Right.
and Seth Rogen's gonna play Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong. Charles Martinet, the guy who voices Mario in the games, will appear in the movie as well as like special characters or something.
They
But
also have the dude from Portlandia. I forgot what who he's
they
playing.
didn't show who he was playing. They just like showed him.
He's
Like
playing somebody though. He's in the movie.
no, I know. They just didn't say who he was playing. They just like showed they were like and more, and they
I
showed.
coulda- No, they definitely said it, but like I can't remember who it was.
Are
It
you
was
sure?
yeah.
Yoshi.
It wasn't Spike. It was somebody else is playing Spike that I can't remember. And then there was him, and he's
Maybe he's
playing.
like Birdo or something.
It was something unimportant.
Yo, Mario.
And so this is gonna be a weird movie, because
Super weird.
Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi sounds perfect. Like
I could see him doing a good Luigi.
the only problem is he's not gonna be. Nobody's gonna have an Italian accent. Obviously, nobody's gonna like Chris Pratt's not gonna be like it's a Mario.
Dude,
like
never know, man.
I don't know. like-
I think they definitely have done auditions here. This isn't just like
Yeah.
blind casting, So like I'm surely he did some like it's a me Mario kind of shit in the fucking audition, and they're like, yo, this is good. Like surely they're not just. This isn't just some crazy people like.
it's just
no,
you know,
just gonna be
Shigeru
Mario with
Miyamoto's
a-
helping with this
I
movie.
think Seth Rogen's gonna be a great Donkey Kong.
I mean, he's just gonna be Seth Rogen
Has-
as Donkey Kong. Like,
Yeah.
he's
Has Donkey
that
Kong ever
wrong?
had a voice in it?
yeah, he had his own TV show.
Was okay. I wouldn't.
Donkey Kong
Why
had
do
like
I not
an
remember him
animated.
talking?
3D.
I remember the show,
I barely remember it.
Yeah,
but I don't remember him ever talking in that show.
I don't have a problem with any of these character choices, any of these actors. Now,
I just really want to hear their voices already. I
Yeah.
want to see how they're going to portray it.
I wish they would have shown like even like a tiny like teaser or like a clip just so we
Just a
can
sound bite.
understand. Like, give
Yeah.
us like what is Mario gonna sound like? Because I really don't think he's gonna sound Italian. I really don't think they're gonna do
Bro,
it.
they can't not have him Italian, dude. You can't just have Chris Pratt come out and be like, "It's me, Mario."
He might not talk like that. He might just be like, "Hey, I'm just like your normal guy."
Just
like
regular Chris Pratt.
Yeah, like you never know.
Dude, Mario is an Italian plumber, dude.
Not in 2021.
Because I like
Not
Chris
played
Pratt.
In 2021, he needs to be Italian more than ever.
Now,
you know what
now
I mean?
my thing is like, but you get Chris Pratt, who's not Italian, to fake an Italian accent.
What
like,
are you supposed to do? Get a fucking
Italian actor. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that they should. I'm saying people are going to be mad if he does it. That's all I'm saying. In 2021, if Chris
people
Pratt,
are gonna be. It's a lose-lose situation
People are
for
gonna be
Chris
mad
Pratt.
regardless.
Okay,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are gonna be mad either way. You know?
oh, I agree.
Because
That
I'm
could-
already mad.
I'm just
that
bringing
crowd-
up the controversy. I'm just bringing it out. I'm trying to fan these flames
Yeah.
before it even happens.
Yeah.
So-
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna assume he's gonna do a good job.
I know he'll do a good job.
I think we'll be surprised.
He better do a good job, or else they're gonna roast the trailer until they change.
Change the cast.
I say we bet $5. All right. I bet he's not gonna have an Italian accent, and they're gonna explain it away somehow.
Oh no.
I bet $5 he will have an Italian
I'm
accent.
with Brent on this one, so 250.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. All right. So we'll split. So if you guys win, I'll give $250 to each of you.
Okay.
If I
Fair.
win, you guys owe me.
Just buy me a soda pop or something.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
I'm telling you, it's like they're gonna come up with some dumb thing where like
They can't. Okay, I will bet another $5, like to
Charlie-
insure my bet that if they don't like do it, there will be no explanation. There won't be like.
you don't think there'll be an
No,
explanation?
hell no. If he's just
doubling down on
American
this?
sounding, they're just gonna like. It'll be no explanation. It'll just be like, all right, he's American.
You're just gonna ignore
Okay,
it until
alright.
people accept it.
How would you even explain that? Like, oh, I just been in America so long, I've lost my fucking
No,
accent.
no,
What?
well,
Hey,
I was
it's me,
listening-
Mario.
it's
No.
a me.
Well, they said the reason why they didn't go with the main actor is because they were like, he doesn't sound right talking in sentences. Like, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, he can only do the
Yeah.
catchphrase.
no, it's not him. It's like the accent and
voice.
the voice. It just doesn't sound right
Well,
when
it's
you're just
also
having
like
a normal comedy. Yeah.
You know, like I'm sure they got to tone it down a little fucking bit. You know what I
How that
mean? It's like you can't get the dude who does the screams for Link and just expect him to have a good voice acting
Oh,
voice.
dude.
You know what I mean?
I hope Link makes an appearance.
He just does that the whole fucking.
No, I was listening to like somebody talk about this, and like, this is what like I was like, okay, this guy's probably right. He was saying, basically like I bet it's like Mario's dad is gonna be like an Italian guy, and like he's gonna have like the super Italian accent, and then he's gonna like Mario is gonna be like this like, you know, hip normal guy. He's like a second, you know, generation, you know, like Italian, like or like first generation. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just like there, and his dad's just like the actual Mario. They're saying like the actual Mario's voice is gonna be his dad,
Oh,
and then
you're
he's
right.
gonna be just some normal guy. Like,
Dude, no, I'll riot. I'll riot.
and I was like, that sounds.
I'll walk out of the theater.
I was like, that is exactly like something they would do.
Did they confirm it was gonna be animated?
Yeah, it's
That's
Illumination
confirmed.
Studios.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
okay.
Dude, if this
I was gonna say, what if it was
live action Chris Pratt. He's like, I gained 20 pounds for this.
Give
role."
me another live action Mario movie. I want it.
dude,
And make it just as bad as the first one.
Yeah, worse.
the first one's great. I don't
It's
know. It's what
fucking
you guys are
amazing.
talking
I
about.
love it.
It's a good
Yeah.
movie. Like a Guido.
yeah.
Yeah, his dad's just gonna be like, you know, like, oh, I love my son, and then he's gonna be like, Dad, you're embarrassing me, like that kind of situation, you know, like, which is gonna be unfortunate. But watch him be a teenage Mario.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
I don't know. I literally don't know what to expect.
also, this great news for Switch here. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic will make its way to the Switch this November following the news of the remake. Aspyr is also doing this port to the Switch, the same team that's doing the remake. But this is kind of it's like, okay, you just announced the remake You know, we don't give a fuck about this coming to Switch.
I don't know. I mean, I personally am one of those people who likes to have the old school version of stuff. You know, like
Oh, I
Did they
like it too,
confirm-
but
like,
it's just a weird
I'm very
announcement.
happy that I've got the old Final Fantasy VII on my Switch, even though I played the remake. You know what I mean?
And they did
For sure.
confirm that the remake was coming to Switch too, right?
Did
no,
they?
no,
Oh,
they
I was
just
gonna say, I
confirmed.
don't-
So they confirmed it's coming to PS5 for like the first 6 months,
Yeah,
and then
and
it will
PC.
go to other. Like I know it's going to Xbox after, but I don't know about Switch.
Well,
But-
so maybe this is like the stand-in for not having the remake.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like something. As I feel like it's just.
Look, I can't think of a better platform to have Knights of the Old Republic than Switch.
I'm
You
not,
know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
talking about the game itself.
I think
I'm
it's a really
talking
good
about
idea,
the
Jamal.
announcement.
No,
the
I
the
get
fact
it.
that they put it in a direct. It's like, bro, we just got the announcement for the remake, and then you're like, check out the old port on Switch.
I get it's a little lackluster after knowing that we're about to get a remake, but at the same time, it's one of those games that I'm 100% behind coming to every
How far is the
console.
remake out?
Like they didn't even say.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
maybe
even think
It'll
there's.
be a minute,
This will
yeah.
be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming November 11th, 2021.
And look, for those of you that want to replay the original before the remake, you know, this
you
is
can do it on Switch
this
now.
is the best way to do it.
But if
for
you
sure.
only have a Switch, then you can't. Then you can just play it and then not play the new one. But, so
Thank you for that clarification.
the team's just like, fuck you. So Castlevania Advance Collection brings 4 classic Castlevania games to Switch
I
today.
didn't realize there were so many Castlevania games on Game Boy Advance.
There's 3, and then there's like the 4th one that they have in this collection that's not a Game Boy Advance game. It's on the Super Nintendo, I believe.
That's still a lot of games from the
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance era. You know what I mean?
True, for sure. It says this collection features Castlevania Circle of the Moon, Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow,
That's a good ass
and
game.
Castlevania Dracula X. That Dracula X one is a Super Nintendo game.
Cool.
These games feature rewind, quick save, and button mapping features alongside a gallery mode that with never before seen artwork.
And they're out now. You can just go ahead and go
Yeah.
buy them. Like you don't even have to wait for that one.
And I think it's only $20. I think
Yeah.
it's like $19.99 for 4 games. So
Yeah.
fuck it.
If you're a Castlevania, Metroidvania kind of person, gotta
Yeah.
get up on them roots.
Very nice. Very nice.
And this is a really interesting one. So ActRaiser Renaissance is a remastered version of the classic SNES game ActRaiser that features both side-scrolling action and city building. It was originally released in 1990 in Japan, and this new version arrives today with the much-loved original score and a rearranged soundtrack featuring new music, new stages, and boss battles also await.
Interesting. Never heard of that one before.
No.
Dude, ActRaiser's kind of cool. So it's like... I don't know how to explain it, but it's something that like
City builder.
they don't know. It's like a mix of a city builder and like a side-scrolling like action platformer. Like you know, you go back and forth between the things, and like you can basically get like material and shit to take to your city building.
Kind
and
of
all
like
that.
how you can build settlements in Fallout 4, but like old school.
Yeah, it's very much like that. It's something that you don't see much in games, but you know, like it was a big deal when it came out. Anyways, Project Triangle Strategy is now called Triangle Strategy. Oh my gosh. And it will be released in March 2022. So March 4th, 2022.
Not a project anymore.
No, it's no longer a project. They
It's an official
decided it's
thing.
a real thing, I
Yeah,
guess.
finished.
it's official.
Apparently, the team has been fine-tuning the game ahead of its launch, and the updates includes adjustments to difficulty, improvements to on-screen visuals like the UI, camera controls, the ability to review prior dialogue, and streamlined game flow and loading times. So cool.
Looks beautiful.
It looks beautiful.
If you're into that style
Yeah,
and you're into the tactics kind of gameplay, definitely one to check out.
yeah. The only issue I have with that style is that it looks so purple. Like, I feel like there's a lot of purple happening in this game.
Really? I didn't notice that. But I guess
Jamal, that's just all gray.
Yeah, but I'm like, I must be colorblind because that
I'm
looks like
partial-
purple to me. Is
I'm
that
partially-
purple? That looks purple, right?
I mean, maybe some hues of purple.
Yeah, it's like not like the colors are purple, but like the tone of it is like I
I'm
don't
the
know.
wrong person to ask. I'm partially
Yeah.
colorblind.
I actually am too.
Red green colorblind deficiency.
I'm green brown. That's it.
Green
The
brown.
technical term is like a deuteratomprium. So it starts with a D.
Mm,
There's one that starts with a D, and I'm that one.
Dude, I hate deuteratomprium.
Do better.
They got Metroid Dread. They got an extended story trailer, which I disagree. It looked exactly like the same trailer.
I gotta say though, it was looking nice and smooth. It looked like they had it running at like 60 frames and stuff. You know what I mean? Which is,
Yeah.
I don't
Good
know,
for the
always
hardware.
nice. I like when they get a Switch game running at 60 frames per second. Like I feel like that new Zelda game looked beautiful, like really, really good because they had it running at 60. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that game is coming October 8th, so you'll be able to play it very soon. And then we got Yoko Taro's Card RPG, Voice of Cards. Or Voice of Cards is heading to Switch this October 28th.
This looks kind of interesting.
It looks very weird. It's like if you just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a RPG.
Like a tabletop.
Yeah, with just cards. Like you even moving like through the world, you're just flipping cards over, and then like you'll randomly go to a shop like by using cards. I don't understand.
It reminded me of our friends over at the Fallen Lands or whatever that game was.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Pick your
Yeah.
own adventure.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
No. So
Choose your own adventure. I'm saying with this,
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I wish I could explain what this game is. It says in this game, everything is represented as cards on a tabletop, including shops, characters, towns, and more.
It's like you go from like card to card and then flip the card over and see what happens in your journey because you
so
pick.
it's all randomized.
Kinda, yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
It
It's-
looked
How do
interesting.
you get anything done?
I don't know, but the combat looked interesting too. Like it was like a RPG. Like you get friends along the way, and then you like card battle, and like I don't know. It looked like a Yu-Gi-Oh duel almost. I don't know. It looked
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Interesting.
It's made by the guy who made the Nier Automata series or whatever.
Interesting.
So, and it's a Square Enix game. So, anyways, Dying Light 2 Stay Human Cloud version and Dying Light Platinum Edition are coming to Switch. So, Dying Light 2 will arrive on Switch on February 4th as
But
a
it's
cloud
a
version.
streamed version.
Yeah, it's going to be really bad.
Yeah.
Well, there's several
super.
games that are like this. It's not like the games are bad.
No,
It's
no,
just
I'm
you
just
have to
saying
have
the
a great
connection.
service. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You just have to have really good internet.
I tried one of the streaming things like for this on the Switch, and it was just bad. But I don't remember what game it was. It was pretty recent though. Oh, it was the one the Remedy game. It was a big Control.
Control.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
Was it just because your internet wasn't up to snuff? Like
I don't know. I mean, because I tried it here and then I tried it with the Wi-Fi at my job, like just because I wanted to see if it was the Wi-Fi here, and it did the same shit. And I have like better Wi-Fi at my job, so I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But anyways, so we'll see how that
I
goes.
can't believe it.
Yeah, and you get a free demo will be available on the same day on October 19th. Dying Light Platinum Edition will be released on Switch and will help prepare fans for the sequel. And then we also got Mario Golf Super Rush gets new characters and courses. So you'll be getting Koopa Troopa and Ninja and some new courses, which it's already out. You know, if you have that game.
That's cool.
Then Deltarune Chapter 2 makes its way to Switch.
That's cool. This is the sequel to that game that was so
Undertale.
popular. Undertale, yeah. Same guy made Deltarune Chapter 1, and now they're putting out Deltarune Chapter 2. And they said the rest of it's going to be paid, but this one's free just like the first chapter, so.
Yeah. So Chocobo GP brings a Final Fantasy racing game to Switch.
Jesus Christ.
How
How many kart racers do we need on the fucking Switch?
Well,
and like
Check it out. This launches in
I will not
2022
check-
on the Switch.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, my thing is, it's like, all right, nobody's made this meme yet. I've been looking for it, but it's the like, can we get Mario Kart 9? And they're like, we got Mario Kart 9 at home, and it's the Chocobo GP. You know, like this is fucking.
You better make that meme for somebody still.
No, it's gonna happen now. But you can. It says the system will allow up to 64 players to compete in a tournament. There will also be power-ups called Magicites that will surely cause chaos. Basically, it's Mario Party. I mean, Mario Kart.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, with Final Fantasy characters and weapons, like not like swords and shit. Like you can like get like super powered up and like have your fucking blade and stab somebody. But the thing about it is, This is a thing already. There was like a Chocobo racing game on the PlayStation.
Was it like the bird? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think you raced on the bird.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was like the
Yeah,
traditional, like, yeah.
But this is like a cart
With
race,
carts.
Yeah.
Why call it Chocobo at all?
But it's the
Because
same.
it's got a chocobo that you can play as.
Those little. But the Magicites it's talking about, that was in the original, like the PlayStation one. So
Interesting.
You fucking clash with a car and then you have to do a turn-based fight.
yeah, that would be tight actually.
Everybody else is racing. You're stuck in like a fucking turn-based battle.
Honestly, that might change some shit up. That would be tight.
Yeah.
The races would take a long time. But, Disco, I'm sorry. Disco Elysium, the final cut, arrives on Switch on October 12th. So
About damn time.
And then a new trailer was shown off for Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity's new expansion pass content. I can't talk about it. It's coming October 29th. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
legal obligations.
Legally can't talk
Yeah.
about it. I also legally can't talk about this part in China. But Disney's Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition brings the magic of Disney to Switch. That includes people, not people, but characters like Pooh
Did you
Bear.
said wait? Oh, you
yeah.
said it.
Whoa,
You said
whoa.
it. All right, we're done. We're done. in China.
Yeah. Characters like Mickey
it.
Mouse. Like I don't know what this game is, but apparently it was a game on the 3DS that everybody wanted to come to Switch, and so they ported it to Switch, and it's got all the DLC from the original 3DS
Hey, man,
version.
don't mess with the Disney fanatics. They're a whole nother breed of
Oh
people.
yeah.
I mean, do we have Kingdom Hearts on the Switch? Because honestly, if we
Yeah.
want to appease the Disney fanatics, that's what we need.
Sure.
You know
Nah,
what I
dude,
mean?
we need Disney Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition. What are you talking
Duh.
Yeah.
Is that a Bratz doll? in the
It
in the
looks
picture?
like it.
There
It's a
should-
me.
If it's not, there should be one.
No, it's a me character. It's coming holiday 2021.
What?
You can go jump around with Pooh and whatnot. But
Yeah.
Brat.
in poo,
in Pooh.
go step in poo.
Shadowrun Trilogy brings 3 classic RPGs to Switch in 2022. These classic cyberpunk meets fantasy games Shadowrun Returns, Shadowrun Dragonfall, Director's Cut, and Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition feature turn-based combat, branching narrative paths, and more. And then we got Rune Factory 5 and its farming and RPG action arrive on Switch in 2022, March 22nd, 2022 to be exact.
This is a big ass direct.
Yeah, and then finally, Arcade Archives. Pac-Man Arcade Archives Xevious adds more arcade classics to the Switch. So both Pac-Man and Xevious will be playable on Nintendo Switch in the latest entry of Arcade Archives series.
Yes, Xevious.
Whew.
Yeah, that
That was long-winded.
that big fucking
Yeah, a lot
game.
going on there. Wow.
Yeah,
Can I go?
yeah, that.
Hype for Kirby. Hype for
Oh, I forgot we talked about Kirby.
Yeah, that was so long ago. Remember when we were like just starting that? But anyways, yeah. So cool Nintendo Direct. I guess
that was a lot.
Yeah.
more than I expected. Like I was really not hype about this Direct, but I guess not being hype helped me out because.
You set too far low.
Yeah.
Well, to get the hype back up. Sorry, I'm stealing your.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
for
hype
yeah.
it up, bro. What do we got?
Resident Evil 4 VR release date announced. Motherfucker. So,
And there's a
Matt,
trailer. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I saw the
No,
trailer.
I didn't see. I didn't know there. I didn't
Hey,
see a
and not
trailer, but-
only is there a trailer, there's an IGN hands-on
Yeah,
where they like play it and talk about it. It's great.
I
I'm so
read
excited.
I read some of the hands-on, but I haven't seen any footage on it. So
Cool.
I mean, we don't really need to go into this too much, but yeah, the Resident Evil 4 remake in VR that's going to be it's exclusively Quest 2 is coming out October 21st.
Boy,
So not that long, little less than a month.
I'm so
So
excited.
and the guy who did the hands-on, he didn't seem to have too much experience with VR.
no, but he
which
also
is
seemed
good.
to enjoy it.
Yeah, which is good
yeah.
because then like we need to get reach a bigger crowd, but he
Yeah.
still said it was really good for a VR game.
Dude, my thing is like I feel like the Resident Evil formula after playing Resident Evil 7, it translates really well to VR. Like the inventory management, the simple like gameplay mechanics of like solving puzzles and just being scared and shooting stuff. Like that all works really well in VR. So I can see this game just being awesome.
From the video, it looks better in VR than it did like on its own, like
Well,
as a flat screen.
That's
game.
because they've reworked like hundreds of thousands of textures in the game. Like it's almost a remaster. Like how much they've done to it. It's crazy.
Oh, and I also just mean the way it moves, like the movement in the first person, because like in third person you're constantly like walking with your, your hand out on the pistol or whatever. But in this you could like move your hand around and like.
In 4 you couldn't even move whenever you had your pistol drawn.
Yeah.
You had to like stationary, like stand there and shoot stuff while they're coming at you.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. This is
I'm
like
definitely about
the most I've been excited about a standalone Quest game.
How much
sure.
do you think it's going to be?
40
Probably
max?
40 at the most.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe like if it's 60, that would be real steep. But like
now that I'm getting my my new job, I'm probably gonna get me an Oculus.
bro, you should, bro.
Bro,
I'm
join
thinking-
us.
When I
I
get my
decided
new-
I'm not getting the Oculus. No, I'm just kidding.
When I get my new graphics card, you can use my old one and like fucking.
Well, I'm gonna get the Quest 2, but y'all have me kind of worried about buying it now because like, what if they drop the Quest 3? Like,
No,
Nah,
the
you'll-
Quest 3 was
you'll
not
be
announced
okay.
at that.
oh, okay. Y'all
thing.
have me worried.
And
for a
even if
second.
they do, the 2 will probably still be compatible with most of the stuff that comes out. You know what I mean?
But I want to be top notch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go drop all this money if like 2 months
Dude,
later.
I would even consider the Quest 1 still pretty top notch at this point. Despite the fact that it can't play Resident Evil, it can do almost everything else a Quest 2 can. It was still a pretty decent device. You know what I mean?
Device.
Yeah.
Granted,
But I just want that. I want that Quest. I want to be able to play Resident Evil 4 on it.
yes,
Yeah.
So I'm
dude, I
probably
can't
gonna
wait.
Get that shit. Anyways, Brent, what you got?
Oh man, got me all hyped up about Resident Evil.
Told you I was
already.
going to get you hype.
Whew.
Bringing the hype back.
Let's see. Xbox consoles house another platform today thanks to a new version of Microsoft Edge added in this month's Xbox update. Starting today, Xbox users can access the latest version of Microsoft's browser, which can stream Google Stadia games and even access Discord.
And porn.
And
Lots of
porn.
porn.
Lots of porn. So yeah, now you can stream Stadia games on your Xbox, and it works. You can use your controller. You can play with a mouse and keyboard. Pretty cool.
There are lots of very happy 13-year-olds right
Yeah,
now.
if you have kids, make sure you got the
Better-
parental
Yeah, I'm
controls
about to
turned
say.
on.
Watch out for that porn. It'll get you.
Naughty Dog on The Last of Us multiplayer project. In short, they say we're working on it. They gave the update as part of The Last of Us Day 2021 celebrations. Basically, they said, yeah, that's lovely and great. Oh, no, hold on. Jokingly, Naughty Dog then included this question as a fan would write. Yeah, that's lovely and great, Naughty Dog, but what are you doing with The Last of Us right now? Quote, in short, we're working on it, Naughty Dog answered. We see the community comments as many of you clamor for multiplayer and want updates. For now, we'll say that we love what the team is developing and want to give them time to build out their ambitious project. We'll reveal more when it's ready. To that end, we've been busy growing our team inside the kennel since The Last of Us Part 2 launched and are currently in full swing of hiring for MP-related positions, hint, hint. So if you or somebody you know qualifies for anything you see on our jobs page, apply. Yeah, so it's going to be a while before we see the multiplayer, but I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, the first multiplayer was really good.
Yeah, the factions thing.
Mhm.
Anyways, Devon?
Devon Drails?
Sorry, I'm seeing one of our viewers texted me saying he couldn't comment on the YouTube videos.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm seeing it's working for me. I'm able to comment.
Who was saying
Should have
that?
commented. Look at that sexy guy. Talking about Jamal, obviously, but
Wow. You know, thank you.
so this is kind of a short.
I just like start crying. No.
So
Nobody's
Jared
ever
Moore over at IGN. Marvel's Avenger Spider-Man DLC will have story and cutscenes.
Marvel.
So-
I mean, I would expect it to.
Yeah, I don't-
all the other DLCs
I don't know how much
did.
of this was news. It was because I figured the Black Panther DLC had the same thing, right?
Well, okay. So the Black Panther DLC had like really deep story, but like even the Hawkeye DLC had its own little story and
well,
stuff.
then I'm
that
sorry.
went
This
with
isn't
it.
really news.
No, I
then.
mean, like, I guess it is because people probably were like, "Oh, it's a Sony exclusive thing," so they're just gonna probably tack him on. You know
just
what I
give
mean?
you the character and
Yeah.
that's it.
But
Yeah, they don't
I
like sharing creative
I would
rights
be
on 'em.
surprised if they didn't do that. Just because, honestly, like as much hate as the game's gotten, they've really like put a lot of elbow grease into making it look really good. And like I don't know. I feel like it's a decent game. It had a lot of technical issues at launch, but like it's pretty good for what it is. You know.
Drive by Joe said good here on YouTube.
Oh, good.
So he's able to
Glad
comment.
you're still here, Drive By. Glad you didn't just drive by,
Yeah,
Joe.
drive right on past us. But let's see.
Wait, Brent, I think it's you.
Is it me?
Is it Brent? Yeah.
All right,
okay.
let me lay it on him. I'm about to tell you guys what's up. The initiative has announced that it is partnering up with Crystal Dynamics to work on the Perfect Dark reboot. Crystal Dynamics was the studio behind the Tomb Raider reboot back in 2013, as well as other titles like Legacy of Kain and last year's Marvel's Avengers. Coincidentally, Daryl Gallagher, the studio's head over at the initiative, previously was at Crystal Dynamics. He was the head of studio working on the Tomb Raider series. While at Square Enix, he also worked on games such as Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration and Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Phil Spencer officially revealed the initiative back in 2018, billed as a quadruple A studio to make world-class games. Members of the studio included God of War lead Brian Westergaard, Crystal Dynamics veteran Dan Neuberger, and Microsoft veteran Blake Fisher. Former Crystal Dynamics recruiter Lindsay McQueenie and Red Dead Redemption 2 writer and designer Christian Cantamassa are part of the studio as well. So, you know, they got the team over there, but it looks like they need a little help. They brought in the Tomb Raider folks to smooth things out with the new Perfect Dark game.
At least they're not afraid to ask for help.
I guess
That's the first step.
I wouldn't. So I wouldn't call that asking for help. I think it's more so just getting more people on this game. You know, like this happens a lot, but like where they'll just bring in an outside studio. But my thing is think about how clever it is to go with this team. With
Crystal Dynamics?
Yeah, because Crystal Dynamics, 1, is awesome. 2, they brought back and created probably the best female lead in a game ever. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. The Tomb Raider reboots were awesome.
Like, they made Lara Croft, like, fucking awesome in those games. Like, they just get it. They get, like, how to, you know, make a female lead realistic and awesome.
Yeah.
And
that's the perfect game for them,
for
too.
Perfect Dark. Yeah, with you know, you're going to have a female lead. It's going to be a reboot of a game just like Tomb Raider.
They're also the masters of like high fidelity shit. Like all the Tomb Raider games looked great. Like the Shadow of the Tomb Raider that came out pretty recently had like ray tracing and shit. You know what I mean?
Great.
Like, it was really good. Yeah.
And that's the thing is like, you know, if they're going to be putting out quadruple A shit, they need quadruple A power.
Yeah.
You know, so like
people have done it before. They're tried and true.
Yeah. So I think this is a really cool thing.
Agreed.
Could be good. Anyways, so we got some great news for Call of Duty Vanguard. It's already dealing with hacker problems in its beta, according to some players. Players are already posting evidence of hackers in the Vanguard beta on Twitter. Videos are circulating of players using aimbots, invincibility, and more. At the 19-second mark of the video from CDL Intel on Twitter, you can see a kill cam replay of a hacker using automatic aim, which locks on the enemies instantly around the map.
Fucking A.
Yeah, I know.
That didn't take long.
Nah. Another instance of auto-aiming can be seen from Dabsy's Twitter video. You can see the reticle bouncing around the map, locking onto different targets. A video from Wicked Good Gaming shows both auto-aim and outlines of all players displayed through walls.
Damn.
Yeah. Call of Duty
cheating.
continues to crack down on the cheaters in Call of Duty Warzone. In August, Call of Duty banned over 100,000 accounts in a single day. The total number of accounts banned is now well over 500,000. However, a problem arose that cheaters would simply create a new account and start cheating again. So Activision started banning hardware rather than specific accounts. However, some users are still able to work around this system.
What if you took all the cheaters and put them in like a server together and just let them cheat?
That's a thing that happens in some games. I think it's Dark Souls. Dark Souls, like if you hack, like you'll never be put back in a normal like multiplayer setting. Like anybody who invades your game will be hacking from that point forward.
Huh.
Like it's like a weird, like they're just like fuck
Unless you
you.
make a new account.
Yeah, and yeah, you can make a new account or whatever, but anything that's associated with that account will always be hackers. But it says Earlier this year, Activision stopped the release of an undetectable cheat system that could be used for aim assist and auto fire. It was shut down after footage circulated of it running in Warzone. Last month, basically, they said they're going to get rid of all this stuff. I still have hope because they haven't released the banhammer yet, so like they haven't done what it is that they're claiming they're going to do for Vanguard yet, which is like add anti-cheat and then, deal with all this. So they say when the game drops, the anti-cheat is going to drop. So we'll see how that goes. I think
Or they could start the implementation now.
Yeah.
That way when the game fucking comes out, it'll be in a better position.
It would be a good idea to do that anyway, just to make sure the anti-cheat isn't going to fuck the game up like they
Yeah.
were
No,
saying
yeah.
was Deathloop.
They could
you
do
know
like
what
a
I mean?
slow implementation instead of a day one launch of will be kind of a big game, not
like
too big, but
I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm just saying I hope that when they drop this game, they will drop the anti-cheat and it will work.
I
That's
gave up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't care. I'll keep fucking playing. This is just my hope for everyone
As our
else.
Discord buddies say, fucking Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, they're like it's like being in an abusive relationship and you just keep going back to it.
I finally broke free from the abuse. Okay, I'm trying to play other things.
I'm happy for you, Devin. I'm happy you got out of that
I'm
relationship.
growing. I'm thriving now.
I like the pain.
Okay, let's see what I got.
Anyways. Devon?
Okay, so this is kind of cool. Y'all remember back with the Battlefield announcement, there was also talks of the Battlefield Mobile.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not much talks. I don't know that there's been much
Since,
talk on
yeah.
it since. But apparently, Jared Moore over at IGN, gameplay footage from Battlefield Mobile has leaked.
Oh.
Yeah, so footage from Battlefield Mobile seems to have leaked online after playtesting for the game began in Southeast Asia. As shown on MP First, 4 different clips show off a range of combat as well as loadout customization options, weapon progression, and more. The captured gameplay, which is seemingly taken from an alpha build of the Battlefield Mobile, shows the game running at medium specs. During the action, players can be seen driving tanks, quad bikes, and moving on foot as they attempt to capture
Wait.
various objectives.
How do you change the specs on a phone?
Well, I mean,
Probably just
some
in the
phones
game
have different
settings, yeah.
processing power and stuff.
Interesting.
It's not on the phone. It's on the
Or
in
in the
game.
settings, kind of like
I
you
know
would
the
on
Call of
PC.
Duty game was like that. The zombies back in the day. You
Really?
could change the graphic settings.
It
to
makes
make
sense because I
perform
mean, if you
differently.
take my phone versus an iPhone, the processing power is like leaps and bounds different.
Yeah. Like just way better over here.
No, it is. But anyways,
So much
'cause-
better
'cause
than iPhones.
Apple's shit. I'm sorry.
Just like an Android.
But
user.
no, I mean it's just tech specs. But Battlefield Mobile shows the game. Where was I at? Oh yeah. Oh, so set in a modern or near future setting, the game will look familiar to fans of the series, and gun customization will also appears to be a key feature with weapon specialization options and a limited number of attachments shown off in the clips. So it's going to be kind of like a COD Mobile. It's going to be a very like lower resed version of Battlefield is what it's looking like.
Dope.
Nice.
So
That's what I would expect. Honestly, I would be upset with anything other than that.
Yeah.
You know?
Brent Bassicus.
Oh, the masochist. Ubisoft has confirmed that ray tracing will not be available for Far Cry 6 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X.
Wah, wah,
I know, right?
wah.
wait, what?
Yeah. Ubisoft team lead programmer Stephanie Brenham says that ray tracing would only be a feature on PC. In a statement to Tech Radar, Ubisoft says, quote, ray tracing is a PC-only feature. On console, our objective has been to take advantage of new hardware capabilities, optimizing performance, targeting 4K, and achieving 60 frames per second. For instance, all while ensuring that the experiences on previous generations of consoles would remain consistent. While it looks like Ubisoft wanted to take advantage of the new advanced hardware, the company also wanted to make sure that the PS4 and Xbox One versions would provide a similar experience. However, the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions will still have better level of detail, draw distance, and HD textures over the previous console versions, blah, blah, blah.
What I'm
So, like,
hearing is buy this on PC.
so,
'cause
honestly-
you can really crank it up.
it kind of pisses me off because it's like, why don't you just do what Miles Morales did? Or, like, why don't you have the option to have a ray tracing mode and a non-ray tracing mode? Like, I don't think people will be that mad if you have, like, a 30 frames per second ray tracing mode or a 60 frames per second performance mode that you can choose between. It's like, you got to make it consistent between console generations. No,
That means it's
you
like-
fucking don't.
Well, yeah,
Like, go
it's-
fuck yourself.
That
Like,
kind of leads me to believe that it's the PS4 and the PS5 versions are quite similar.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
gonna
for
be
sure.
very similar.
Yeah.
dude, yeah.
Very
I don't think there's going
unfortunate.
to be much difference.
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed. It better be like part of Far Cry is that it always looks good. Like it better be like outstanding looking.
From
you
what
know?
I've seen of it, though, that's what I was trying to say. It doesn't look as beautiful as like the
normal
other
Far Cry?
Yeah.
My thing
Or-
is like,
or at least
okay,
any better than 5.
I'm
though.
not tripping about ray tracing. Like
I'm
I'm
not
really
either.
not. You can make some artificial light that looks just as good. Like
Yeah.
like I'm not even bullshitting. Like half the time when I have ray tracing turned on, it's like, it's not
Get
that.
some
It's
haters
not
in the
worth it.
chat.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Devin, he's probably talking about the
Yeah.
iPhone.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
definitely.
god damn. Yeah. I'm
True-
gonna piss
true
off
haters,
Gonna
you
piss
know
off a
what
lot
I'm
of my friends.
Yeah, I mean, Devin definitely has no idea what he's talking
Never.
about.
No,
Whenever,
it's
especially
true.
whenever it comes to phones, like
Facts.
the Apple,
Big
the
facts. No, I'm just
iPhone,
kidding.
dude, the fucking iPhone, dude, it's like so powerful. But anyways,
I got so much power in this iPhone 7, son.
it's almost hard to hold, dude. It's just so heavy. with
Shaking in your
power.
hand.
All the
Yeah.
power, yeah.
Anyway, so this is from Matt Kim at IGN. He says, Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney revealed that Apple has rejected the company's request to reinstate Epic's developer account, effectively banning Fortnite from returning to the App Store following the legal battle between Epic and Apple. Sweeney revealed on social media this morning a letter sent to him by Apple rejecting Epic's request to have its developer program account reinstated. An Apple developer account is required to develop and deliver apps on iOS. Furthermore, Apple says it will not consider requests to reinstate Epic's account until the district court's judgment becomes final and non-appealable.
Which could take up to 5
Yeah,
years.
So which Sony says could be, or which Sweeney says could be as long as 5 years.
Jeez.
So yeah, it sucks, man. By the time this is appealed, I imagine Fortnite will be dead. I mean, by the time like they can actually get the game
Yeah.
back onto the Apple Store. So it was nice
Man, 'cause
knowing you.
Apple's just so great. Like,
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about. All that power, you know what I'm saying? They got the power. But yeah,
gonna go home and play some video games on my MacBook Pro.
what's that? No, I'm just kidding. I pay $3,000 for a computer stand, dude. No, but yeah. So basically, for all you people out there that love Fortnite and we're really expecting it to come back to iPhone, you're looking at 5 years before that happens, if that happens.
Hey,
you
I
know?
still got Fortnite on my iPhone if anybody wants to buy it.
Oh shit, do you? Does
Yeah.
it work?
Uh-huh.
That's
Wow.
crazy. I didn't know you could do that.
But I bet you can't play it because of you have to
I haven't tried to play it in a while,
you have
but
to update the network
Oh yeah.
and everything.
I was about to say.
yeah, no, it's.
I think that you can still play it. It's just not updated since whenever this lawsuit went down. Like, they have a... I don't know for a fact. I'll try to play it after the show, and we'll find out.
Somebody wants a phone
His
with
iPhone's
Flappy
gonna
Bird.
blow up.
Anyways, Brent,
Let's-
what you got? Or no, Devin, what you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm
Yeah,
coming in
boy.
with the articles. So, I thought this was kind of funny. Jared Moore over at IGN. Bethesda buys Deathloop voice actor at PS5 so he can play his own game. that
That's
he voice,
tight.
that
Yeah,
he
good
voice
for
acted
him.
in.
I'm glad he got his chance to
Oh,
play
nice. Drive by Joe says, I think Fortnite is going to branch off into different game modes, something like SSX Tricky and things like a what? Like
Like a world of different games, maybe like
Oh,
different
gotcha.
iterations.
it. Honestly, I think Jamel's right. I think Fortnite in the next 5 years, by the time this lawsuit shit is cleared up, I think Fortnite will have died out. But I do think Epic will have some other big thing that'll take over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Epic's not going anywhere. And the next big game is only a few years away from them. I mean, they got like Rocket League. It's not the first time they fucking hit it out of the park. You know what I'm saying?
well, didn't they buy Rocket League? It's not like they created Rocket League.
Oh, I don't know that.
no,
I
yeah,
don't know. Psionics.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
bought Psionics.
Well, they
basically.
made Gears of War. I mean, that was a big deal. I mean, this they've made some hits. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you're right. They
Did
did
they
do
really?
Gears of
Yeah,
War.
the
The same
OG
people who
dude.
made-
Cliffy B was at the head back then. It was
Yeah.
a whole thing.
I forgot all
Learn
about
something new every
Cliffy B,
day.
dude.
Goddamn. I might as well. That one was really short, but this kind of plays into the last article about them having to buy them a PS5 because you can't get any, but you can get some. Best Buy's
Oh, really?
PS5 and a Series X. So Best Buy's in-store event celebrates actually having PS5s and Xbox Series X in stock. So Taylor Lyles over at IGN. It's been almost a year since Sony and Microsoft released their 9th generation gaming console, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X/S. Yet buying either of the 3 new consoles has been difficult due to an ongoing chip shortage. If you're still looking to get your hands on one of the latest gaming consoles, Best Buy has announced that select locations will sell both PS5s and Series X's. Oh, tomorrow. Sorry, guys. I should have read
Damn.
it. Damn, I should have
It's okay. I'm too broke to get one right
I thought
now.
this was a newer article. My bad, guys. No, you already missed it. Fuck. Sorry to get your hopes up.
So, Brent, what you got?
I'm sorry.
That's it. That's all I got. Just my shattered hopes and dreams.
So, PD Onito, that's a cool last name. It says
pretty neato. Oh, neato.
PD Onito, dude, at
Sorry.
IGN says Overwatch executive producer Chaco Sani is leaving Blizzard Entertainment on Friday, according to an Activision spokesman talking to Bloomberg. A Blizzard spokesman confirmed to Bloomberg that Chaco, who oversees the whole Overwatch franchise and development for the sequel, will leave the company. Blizzard has been an absolute privilege in one of the best experiences of my career, Sani said in an email to staff, according to Bloomberg. Blizzard also says that Overwatch 2 is nearing the end of production at the time of Sonny's exit. I'm going to go ahead and say that Overwatch 2 doesn't exist, and this is all a big lie. Because have we seen Overwatch 2? Has anybody ever seen it?
Yeah, dude. I played it the other day.
Like,
I just kind of assume that it's gonna be exactly like Overwatch 1.
like also,
But
like
with-
everybody who's working on this game is like being kicked out or like put in prison or like killed in the streets right now because Blizzard Activision's like
Tough
bullshit.
times.
Yeah, it's tough times over there. With the cult frat boy
Look, man,
fraternity.
they're busy changing McCree's name right now. They
Yeah.
got a lot going on.
to Mustang or
Yeah.
something.
And they're making it what? 6v6 or 5v? They're up
5v5. They're ruining the whole esport.
Yeah, the whole meta. Yeah.
Everything's dying. So I don't think this game is gonna happen. I'm just gonna call it right
I
now.
think it's gonna
And
happen.
if
It's
it-
gonna be pretty great.
And if it does happen, it's not gonna be like what everybody's expecting. It's gonna be the same game but 5v5.
I think it's definitely gonna happen.
Dude, I don't even believe myself when I say I don't think it's gonna happen. But I just feel like I'm gonna say it isn't gonna happen, and then when it doesn't,
Probably shouldn't happen.
I'm gonna be like, told y'all.
I'll remember. I'll be like, damn, you
No,
did
because
tell
we
us.
won't remember, and then we won't know what episode to go back to double check.
but this
this.
one's very simple. Either the game comes out or it doesn't, and I'm saying it's not coming out. Like Blizzard's gonna burn before then. Like apparently a SWAT team's gonna kick in the fucking doors at Blizzard Activision, like take down like the big like terrorist group that's in there. But anyways, so that's
From
it.
frat boys to cults to terrorists.
Yeah, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff happening there apparently. Dude, they've been sued by like 3 different organizations in the past like 2 months. But anyways, so let's jump on over to wait, did you have any more news, Devin?
I did not.
Okay. So we're out of news, thankfully. We're going to jump on over to this week's releases, which is where I'm going to let you know about the brand new games you can get in the next 7 days. Unfortunately, there is a lot, so we're just going to jump through this. Knockout Home Fitness is coming to Switch on September 28th for $39.99. Kick your workout up a notch. Grab a Joy-Con in each hand and get ready to achieve great results with a workout program based on martial arts moves
Oh,
developed
shit.
specifically for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah. That seems like a real good buy.
Judy chopping the net away.
We got Limnus Gate coming to everything but Switch on September 28th for $15.99. Limnus Gate is a time warping turn-based combat strategy FPS. And then we have
That's Game Pass day 1, baby.
is it? Yeah, that's tight. Then we got Connect Tank coming to Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC on September 28th for $29.99. The largest overland shipping company in all of New Pangaea needs a fleet of big honking tanks to defend it. What? And now it's recruiting gamers to drive Connect Tanks and deliver goods to
This
customers.
seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, it does. Then we got Chernobyl Light coming to PS4 and Xbox One September 28th for $29.99.
The follow-up to the hit game Chernobyl Heavy.
Yeah, no, I was gonna be like, I was like, remember Chernobyl? No. But anyway, it's a science fiction survival horror experience, mixing the free exploration of its disturbing world with challenging combat, unique crafting, and nonlinear storytelling. Then we got Neo: The World Ends With You coming to PC on September 28th for $59.99. Neo: The World Ends With You successfully captures much about what made its predecessor so special, but it does so at the expense of its newer characters and stories. Okay,
At the expense?
maybe that
Poor
was.
bastards.
I think I just took like a snippet from the review and not from the actual thing. So apparently you don't want to play it. But so Still Assault is coming to Switch and PC on September 28th for $14.99. Still Assault is a fast-paced, action-packed 2D platformer in which players punch, whip, and zipline their way through a post-apocalyptic America. And then we got Ghost Runner coming to PS5, Xbox Series S and X, September 28th for $29.99. Ghost Runner's lightning-fast gameplay makes for a short-lived but memorable action game with some incredible moments.
It's a dope game.
With some incredible moments. We don't want to talk about the rest of it.
If you're into like Dark Souls and shit like that, it's pretty cool. It's not like Dark
Dude.
It's like one of those games where you have to be perfect. You know what I mean?
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
It's pretty fun.
Oh, well, then I should be pretty good.
I've seen you play COD.
No,
Just freaking-
start crying.
I'm
No,
excited about this one.
New
Ooh.
World is coming to PC on September 28th for $39.99. You fucking nerds. Fate has summoned you to the shores of Eternum?
Eternum. Yeah.
Break your computer.
Of Eternum, the Eternal Isle. In New World, overcome the brutal legions of the corrupted and draw battle lines with competing players in this land of danger and opportunity.
You're not hopping on that one? No.
No. I don't like MMOs.
Oh.
And then we have Away, the survival series, coming to PS4, PS5, and PC on September 28th. Couldn't find a price, but inspired by nature documentaries. Away, the survival series, is a third-person adventure game that takes you on the Sugar Glider's breathtaking adventure into the wild. What? And
Captivating. So captivating.
and then we have eFootball, everything but Switch, coming September 29th for $29.99. Beginning in 2021, eFootball reinvents Konami's football franchise.
For
eFootball-
everything but Switch.
Do you have a Switch? Well, sucks to
Tough
suck.
Too
luck.
fucking bad.
eFootball reinvents Konami's football franchise. eFootball World is at the very core of the eFootball experience. What the fuck? In here, you can play with authentic teams to recreate your favorite real-life rivalries.
Coming to Switch, maybe in a year or two.
Never coming to Switch. Then we have Melty Blood type Lumina.
What?
That you know that's gotta be like an anime type RPG. Melty Blood type Lumina is
Oh
coming
my
to
God.
Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC on September 29th for $49.99.
Melty
I
Blood?
want to see it.
Melty Blood Type Lumina is a prequel to the cult fighting game Melty Blood, based on the Type Moon visual novel Tsukihime.
You're doing good, Jamal.
Tsukihime. And then we got Insurgency Sandstorm coming to Xbox One and PS4 on September 29th for $29.99. This Evercade and Television Collection 1 collection contain. Wait, I put the wrong thing on there. Insurgency Sandstorm is like a more like realistic sim like shooting
That's
game.
been out.
Yeah.
But
coming
not
to
on Xbox One and
consoles,
PS4.
yeah.
Oh, coming to console. Oh yeah, you will get PTSD from this game.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Just what I
People-
wanted.
It's like a super realistic, Middle East war shooter, like Iraq War, and
Totally gonna
for
get
whatever
it, dude.
reason, the guys yell like when you kill people, like it's disturbingly like I don't know. It sounds very real.
Would you say accurate?
I can't say
You
accurate
saying
because
you
I've never.
watched a man
Yeah,
die?
that's what I said.
just like the
That's what
real
That's what I
thing.
say accurate. But it's actually pretty good though. The graphics are very clean and the like how it moves, the animations and everything are pretty good.
Nice.
So if you're looking for a more realistic Call of Duty, I would definitely give this a look. See, it's only on PC. It was only $15. I
Yeah,
think.
it's not like a full price game. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Very nice, very nice.
It's $29.99 on console. A Juggler's Tale is coming to everything on September 29th for $19.99. A Juggler's Tale is an atmospheric 3D side-scroller set in a medieval puppet theater play. Help Puppet Abby navigate a traumatized yet hauntingly beautiful world. Okay, and then we got FIFA 2022 coming to Stadia on September 29th for $59.99. The next generation version of EA Sports FIFA 2022 moves the game forward with the groundbreaking hypermotion technology that elevates every moment on the pitch. Is that what they call like the?
That's the field.
That's the field for
Yeah,
soccer.
yeah.
I'm gonna start calling it that.
It's not soccer either.
Oh my bad.
It's football, bro.
Football.
Oh,
God dang.
Prince from Huntsville.
yeah, dude. Football, dude.
Football, bro.
I reckon.
We got Darksiders 3 coming to Switch on September 30th for $39.99.
I try to stay on the light side of things.
Yeah, I say return to an apocalyptic planet Earth in Darksiders 3, a hack and slash action adventure where players take on the role of Fury in her quest to hunt down and dispose of the 7 deadly sins.
Well, I thought there was a
Damn.
filler in their game.
No, man, that's
No.
Darksiders 1 and 2, man.
Yeah.
It's got a whole different character up in the third game, man. Or maybe that was that Genesis? I can't tell.
I don't even know what y'all are talking
I
about,
done lost
and it's
track of
hurting
all-
me.
One of them damn Darksiders games, man.
Well, then we got Toy Soldiers HD coming to Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC on September 30th for $14.99.
I feel like this game gets released every week
No.
to a different console.
No.
Yeah.
No, we just talked about it like if somehow last
Oh,
week.
okay.
But in this action-packed strategy-based game, players command antique World War I toy soldiers vying for control of the trench-filled battlefields of Europe.
It's definitely been multiple times.
Has it?
I think. I swear, I'm with Brent on this one.
Maybe it was on like next-gen consoles or something one week, because this is all for like Xbox One and PS4 stuff.
I don't know,
And
dude.
PC. Then we got Unsighted coming to Switch and PC on September 30th for $19.99. In the action RPG Unsighted, explore the interconnected paths of Arcadia, finding its shortcuts and secrets. And then we have Wan Sword 7 coming to PS4, Xbox One, September 30th for $34.99. Wan Sword 7 is a third-person action RPG rooted in Chinese history and mythology. And then we have Industria coming to PC on September 30th for $19.99. Industria is a first-person shooter that takes you from East Berlin into a parallel reality shortly before the end of the Cold War. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds interesting. It's
Yeah.
first person, but it's only
Oh.
$20, so I don't trust that.
Yeah. So what was that one game we were just talking about? So
Yeah, but it wasn't first person.
yeah, it was.
Was
the,
it?
the military thing
So
that
it's-
he was
yeah,
saying?
it's absolutely first person.
Oh, yeah, but that's $30. That's an extra $10.
He said it was
Makes all the
15 on
difference.
PC.
On
No, I got it.
PC.
I got it on sale half off. I
All
just
I'm
remembered.
saying is you can't knock it because it's a little cheaper.
Knock it.
Yeah.
It's like going to the dollar store and buying something, and then you're like, "Why isn't this as good as the dollar or the Walmart
But
version?"
sometimes you get some gems at the dollar store, though. You know what I'm saying?
they got some.
Not all of us
good
can just buy all these
certificates.
$60 games, Jamal.
I
Yeah.
can't afford them.
Some of us got to get the $20 games, Jamal.
Steam
No, I'm
sales
just-
and shit.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, at least y'all buy games. Mine's all on Game Pass, bitches. No, but-
True.
And then we got Mary Skelter Finale. It's coming to Switch and PS4 on September 30th for $49.99. The last installment of the dungeon crawling RPG trilogy reaches its stunning conclusion.
Good.
Will the Blood Maidens finally get their happily ever after? Yeah. And then we got Hot Wheels Unleashed coming to everything on September 30th for $49.99. In Hot Wheels Unleashed, collect the best vehicles in the Hot Wheels universe, build spectacular tracks, and dive into breathtaking races.
We talked about this a long time ago. It actually looks
It
kind
looks
of
good.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock this one at all.
Yeah, no, I'll
that-
fucks with it.
It looks
Yeah.
promising. I can't wait to see some gameplay,
Then
some
we-
tracks.
Doctor Who, the age of reality
Oh, Doctor Who.
is coming to everything on September 30th for $24.99.
Yes, I believe that this game is a direct sequel to the VR Doctor Who game.
Interesting.
Mm.
Well, in
Indubitably.
Doctor
Indubitably.
Who, the Age of Reality, wield the sonic screwdriver on a quest to
God,
save the
dude.
universe, guided by the 13th Doctor, who is joined by the 10th Doctor.
It looks like you're about to take a shit, but you never got there.
On a mission to save reality.
You sound like a young Nigel Thornberry.
I don't even know what voice I was going for with that, but I do.
I like it. It works.
Then we got Bonfire Peaks coming to Switch, PS4, PS5, and Mac and Linux on September 30th for $19.99. Set your belongings on fire on a beautiful voxel art puzzle island. Move onwards, move upwards, and leave nothing behind. Then we have the Eternal Cylinder coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC September 30th for $26.99. In the open world survival action game, The Eternal Cylinder, players control a herd of adorable creatures called Tebhums and must explore a strange alien world filled with exotic life forms, surreal environments, and the constant threat of the Cylinder, a gargantuan rolling structure of ancient origin which crushes everything in its path.
So real quick on the Hot Wheels thing, one of our viewers on YouTube, Jonathan, the one that can't get his comments through, said Hot Wheels looks amazing. I can't wait for it. Epic racing done with years of back catalog race cars to choose from, as well as an array of awesome physics and tracks. Can't see that game going wrong. Yeah, it looked very promising when we
yeah,
talked about it
totally.
a while back.
For sure, definitely. Like, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. That's for sure. Just
Oh,
to
yeah.
test it out at
Oh,
least.
yeah.
Then we got Rogue Lords coming to PC on September 30th. Couldn't find a price, but rogue-like adventure game Rogue Lords takes place in a gloomy 17th century New England where mortals and diabolical entities walk side by side. And then we got The Last Friend coming to PC September 30th. I couldn't find a price, but it's a lighthearted doggo-loving action game. The
Aw.
Last Friend
Did it really
brings
say
in a
doggo?
it does say that. And an army of superpowered dogs to help players drive back the violent mutants and gangs of the apocalypse. I don't like that because that means the dogs might get hurt.
Yeah, I don't like
And
that either.
Then we got Eon Drive coming to everything on September 30th for $14.99. Eon Drive is a cyberpunk action platformer set in an alternate universe, Barcelona, where time is your worst enemy. Okay. And then we got Lords and Villains coming to PC September 30th for couldn't find a price, but Lords and Villains is a city building strategy sim where players shape the lives of medieval dynasties. And then we got Aristia Ascending coming to everything September 30th for $39.99. Explore a vast world on the brink of chaos in a mature emotional RPG, Astria Ascending. And then we got 2 games left, which is Phoenix Point coming to Xbox One and PS4 October 1st for $39.99. Phoenix Point's more complex take on the classic XCOM formula has some great ideas. But-
Great.
Okay. And then Puzzle Bobble 3D Vacation Odyssey is coming
Oh
to
my
PS4,
God.
PSVR, and PS5 on October 4th for $19.99.
God, dude.
Aim, shoot, and pop in 3D.
God, dude.
In 3D Puzzle Bobble 3D Vacation Odyssey, aka Bust a Move 3D, brings
Oh
the
my
classic
God.
puzzle game franchise to life in 3 dimensions and VR where available.
You know, this is the start of like the holiday season. This is why there's so fucking many. It's
Dude,
just gonna.
that's just a
It's a-
pile of garbage.
Just
dude.
literally like somebody just just had diarrhea all over that list.
It's
like,
only gonna get worse until we get until
A
we get past
mountain
like
of
New
shit.
Year's.
Oh God. Oh, I hope not. Oh.
I'm calling it right now because it's the holiday season. This is when a lot of
Dude,
bullshit just gets pushed out,
jeez.
Yeah.
and then good shit too, though.
It was a lot of work to get all that info. Like this part of the year does suck for like getting games of the or like new releases or whatever because it's just like just going and going and going, and I have to like sit there and I'm like, oh, there's 10 games coming out on the 30th, and not a single one of them fucking matter. Like, but I have to talk about it anyway. So that's it for new releases. We're gonna jump on over to currently playing. Guys, who wants to go first? What
So
do
I
you
actually don't play video games anymore.
Oh yeah, me either.
Yeah,
I
time.
gave it up for you.
For
for Lent, dude.
sober October. No,
Yeah. So I've been playing some Warzone and then Subnautica Below Zero. Actually,
Oh,
Getting
how's
chilly
that?
in the water.
it's fun. I like.
Is it as good as the first one?
Yeah, definitely. And
Is it a new
I'm-
planet?
you're in like
Okay.
an ice world,
I
or
think
ice
you'd
planet.
learn after the first one.
But it's cool. So
Definitely.
there's like a lot more on land shit happening, but there, you can catch hypothermia and shit like that.
Sweet.
But the thing is like I know what I'm doing now because I played the first one, so
Yeah.
it feels good to go into this game already having an idea of
Are
like
you
how
marooned again? Like, are you trapped again like the first one?
you are, but you start off like purposefully going to this planet where they're like, don't do it because like you're searching for your sister. And then like she was doing some kind of scientific study there or something. And then so you're like, I got to find my sister because they claim she's dead. And you're like, she's not dead or
I
whatever.
can sense
And then
it.
you land there and your ship gets fucked up. And then so, you're just doing your thing.
Very
But
cool.
it's a very chill game. Like I like games like this. But Below Zero, I would say. But what I've been doing is just like, after work and everything, like I'll just hop on Spotify and I'll put it on like a playlist of like music I've never really taken the time to listen to. Like the first night I was just like listening to fucking Deftones. Like I've never listened to them before really. And I was like, everybody likes this band. I'm gonna see what it's about. And so like I just like put on like their whole like fucking list of songs and just played it, had my AirPods in and had my headset over that and just went and just fucking played for like 2 hours and it was amazing. And then like I did it the same thing the next night with like a different band and shit. So AB says hi.
Well, hello.
Hey, B.
But yeah, so if you guys want to have a chill game, play Subnautica Below
Okay,
Zero.
the first time was okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I give that to Devin.
So I finally tried Hades.
Hey, what
I
do you
like
think?
it. I definitely got to return to it. I kind of played it late at night and then hadn't returned to it since.
How far did you get?
Not very far.
Oh, you gotta get in there, man.
But I went through a couple times dying because you're just supposed to keep playing until you get through one like a full run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like build up XP and stuff.
Yeah.
I got the staff unlocked and then did a run with that.
Wait till you get the bow unlocked. You'll start having a lot more success.
Should
with
I have
the-
gotten the bow? Okay.
I mean,
wasn't
like,
sure if I should have gotten the bow or because the bow was cheaper than the staff. to
You
unlock.
keep unlocking stuff. Like once you get there's like the shield and the gloves and the gun.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff you can unlock that
Yeah.
like
I'm still pretty early.
But the bow, I think, was when I really started making my biggest strides. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, figured
I'm also
it out
still
a lot
getting the
more.
hang of it and like how the power ups work and stack and then replace too. I found that out.
You
know.
get a lot more powerful really quickly, so it's one of those things that it's like you just keep playing it and you'll get
But
there.
beautiful game.
Yeah.
Like I love the graphics of it.
The
Love
story's
the
great,
stylization
too.
of it.
Man.
And then I might have played a little bit of Warzone with you.
I think we did. Probably just for a little bit.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. And then I hopped back into Cyberpunk and Spider-Man.
Ah.
all
Cyberpunk and
the-
Spider-Man?
Yeah, I played a little bit of Cyberpunk for probably like 2 hours, and then I switched over to Spider-Man for the rest of the night. And this is like literally like last night, but I'm definitely gonna be playing a lot more of those too.
I want to get the
I
new
tr-
Spider-Man, dude.
I went back to I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I can't.
I want to wait. I mean, it's on PS4.
Oh, is it?
But I'd
Oh.
still rather play it on PS5. I want to have at least one PS5 exclusive game that I can play like when I get my PS5 that I'm like, excited.
It's fresh. Yeah, it's
I
fresh.
need
It's
something.
not
I'm
a
gonna
repeat.
get and also I need something other than Demon Souls because that shit's gonna piss me the fuck off. I need like that and something that's not Demon Souls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then I also tried to jump back into God of War, but I might have to go back a couple saves because I'm at a part. I hopped in it and I immediately got my ass kicked multiple times, and I was like, well, and I switched over to Cyberpunk.
Dude, how far are you? I would just restart the whole fucking
It was
thing.
where those locust creatures. It's like their main hive getting into the center of that thing.
Bro, I would just start up. Oh, God of War. I'm thinking,
Yeah,
not God of, not you're Gears of War, not
God of War.
God of War.
They're I don't know what they are. I don't remember what the names of them, but they fly around. And they're like where the elves. They're not elves. What realm is that? It's like
I don't know if I remember.
they remind me of like locust creatures. They fly around. They got fucking tridents that they stab you with and shit.
I don't know, man.
There's like a thick ass. I'm at the very end of that little saga, and there's like a thick ass hive that you have to work your way into to kill the final thing. And I can't even get past the fucking minions in front of it. Like,
Damn.
Yeah,
Are
it's
you on,
bad.
like,
It's
super
'cause
hard difficulty or
no,
something?
I'm just way out of practice on the game, the
Mm.
controls and everything. It's been over a year since I last touched it.
Dude, yeah, I'd just start over, man.
So-
That's what I mean.
But
Shit.
yeah. Other than that, that's about it that I can think of. I really want to play Phasmophobia.
Oh,
with you.
dude, I'm down. I'm
We
gonna re-download it tonight. I don't know if it's on my computer, but it shouldn't be a very big download. So
We should definitely record some content on that because that'll be funny shit.
I'm super down.
Hell
That'd be
yeah.
hilarious.
Brent, what you play?
Well, I played a little Hades. You know, I'm just playing that now a little bit still. I'm still like discovering story stuff. And then I finished Deathloop.
Yeah.
What do you give it?
I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. It's pretty good. Okay, the thing about Deathloop is like, man, I don't even know how to start. Like, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Like, the gameplay was really fun. The level design was really good. But my biggest problem with Deathloop is like, there's only one real way to like kill all 8 of the visionaries and end the loop. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked there to be at least 4 or 5 different like
be a little creative with it.
yeah, like, cause like, okay, you can kill the visionaries on any given day and where they're at or whatever, but in order to like successfully
End
like
the loop.
win, to like kill all the people that you have to kill and escape the place, there's only one right way to do it. Which in a game like this, I feel like they kind of miss an opportunity. You know, like you should have had like multiple different ways you could do it.
Is there not multiple ways? There's only one
There's
way?
only one way to complete the.
Well, there's multiple ways to do it, but only one way to do it right. Maybe that's the puzzle of it.
I guess so, but it's not very much of a puzzle because all the quests kind of lead you to this,
Oh,
like,
I'm definitely talking
I mean,
about
it's a
my
little
ass.
heavy-handed if you're so, okay, Deathloop is going to appeal to the people who are, like, in Fallout reading the terminals and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, if you like to, like, read the lore when you're playing a game instead of just blow over it,
Who
like,
reads?
that's going to be the people that really appreciate Deathloop the most, you know what I mean?
That's one of my main issues with Arcane Studios games. It's like we've already been over this. All right, BioShock taught us that all you do is you make it an audio thing. Like do some voice acting.
There's audio files and stuff, but like
I don't want to read everything. Like just fucking make everything an audio file. Like why make certain things where you have to sit there and just fucking read it? Just let it play in the background while you're playing the game. You know, like if you pick up a thing and then be like play and then fucking go off and do your shit while it's going off in the background. It just makes no sense to me. Like we're in 2021.
Could even do an AI.
I mean,
reading.
they have that. That exists in the game. I mean, it's just not
Oh.
all that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you can
Maybe
play
that's
the
part of the
game.
accessibility problem.
You could play the game without it, but you're gonna miss like the better parts of the story.
guess if
You
you
know,
can't
like
see it, you
the
don't play a
more
video game,
nuanced
then.
fucking like elements of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just blast through, like you'll finish the game, but you're not gonna really get the experience. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't know. It's definitely one of those games that's better to like chew on for a little bit. But it doesn't have as much replay value as I'd like because like again, there's only like once you figure out the puzzle, once you like understand what time of day you need to do things to get people to go to certain places at certain times of day and like what order you need to do it in, there's no more mystery. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how to do it and then it's like, okay. I don't know. Like I do like all the like weapons and upgrades and like the actual gameplay part was a lot of fun and it took me about 27 hours to beat the game. So it's not like a short game or anything, you know? I just was left wanting more. And I really think that that's probably a good thing. Like I guess that's a sign like okay, that was a good game, you know, cuz I just want to keep playing it, but it's like I don't have as much incentive to like go back and play through it again as Cole. But like you can go back as Juliana, the one of the main characters, and like fight like Dark Souls style invade people's game. which is what I've been doing now that I've beaten the game, which is its own little thing. Like you get different rewards for like if you kill Cole multiple times during your playthrough, you know what I mean? Or like if you completely kill Cole, you get more. It's like you're trying to level up your Juliana. As you level up your Juliana, you get more guns and stuff. So like, I don't know. It's fun because as Juliana, the people in the level don't attack you. So you can just freely walk around the levels and kind of explore in a way you couldn't as Cole.
Yeah,
And you can-
sneaking around and everything.
And you can set traps. Like if you played the game enough, you know where he's gonna be and stuff. You know what I mean? So you can like put like bombs all over his apartment or something if you know. Because like when you enter the level, it'll start with the dialogue. Every level starts with like a certain dialogue that's going on. So you'll hear this dialogue and you'll know what time of day and what objective he's probably going for if you play the game enough. You know what I mean? So you can go to those areas and like set up a sniper ambush or something and wait for him to come through and like try to finish him with a sniper or something. It's a lot of fun, but it's not enough to like keep me coming back to the game after,
Yeah, after
you know what I
already
mean?
figured it out.
Drive by Joe says, my extent of reading lore, mashing X.
See, this
yes.
might not appeal to the drive-by Joes of the world. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
The drive. Ooh, categorizing you.
No, I'm just,
Don't put a
I'm,
label on Joe.
I'm
How
put
dare
a
you.
label. He put a label on himself.
There's only one drive by Joe. No, but anyways, is that all you played? Hades
Yeah,
and-
that's it.
Word. So those at home listening or driving in your car, just text and drive while you do this.
Do not text.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but like
GameSpeak podcast is in no way.
yeah, no, go to gamespeakpodcast.com/groups or no, facebook.com/gamespeakpod. Wait, how do
What?
whoa, hold up.
What's happening?
Facebook.com/groups/GameSpeak podcast.
Yeah.
Go there, drop you're currently playing, and we'll talk with you about the game. Also, if you want to just jump in the Discord group, we're playing games all the time. Like, we play
Yes.
these games. If you want somebody to play with, let us know.
We have no lives.
We don't. I mean, we
It's true.
work and shit. That sucks. But then, like, when we're out, we playing them games. But, yeah, we'll play with you. Anyways, so we're going to jump on over to the topic of the show. Today's topic of the show is the best games with time travel in honor of the great game that has
We were just
we were
discussing.
just
The
talking
loop
about.
of death. Yeah.
Yeah, the death of loops, the fruity loops.
Fruity Loop. Yeah, so I didn't put Deathloop on my thing just because it's like, we just talked about it, but just know that Deathloop was a fun game.
Yeah.
About time travel.
I haven't played as many time traveling games as I thought I had.
Wow,
Hey, that's
dude.
okay.
I got 4.
That's
so.
plenty.
Yeah. Then wait. Then who should you should go first in case we
Wait,
have
no.
one.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
I
for
like
in
that.
case we have one that
We
you
don't want to
have.
accidentally do one of yours. Yeah.
Okay.
Take up your game.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to dig a little deeper than just like, fucking time
This-
traveling game.
Yeah.
So Assassin's Creed,
See, that counts.
jumping
because
back and forth between well, I don't know how much the current ones do it, but the older ones back in between Damien and the assassin.
No, the current ones do it too. And I think, it's fun because it's a realistic concept of time travel. Like, it's not like, oh, we're going back in time. That's like
Or,
never
yeah,
going to
more
happen. It's
realistic
like, this
than
is like a,
wormholes, yeah.
this is like, okay, I'm seeing my ancestors' vision. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like a time travel in a way that could could really happen.
It
but
seems
like,
more
you know,
believable
it's
than
more believable
just
than a
straight up
wormhole.
Jumping
yeah.
through a portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely time travel there. Austin McGowan says Braid. I actually have never played Braid. I've seen a lot about it.
No,
but
yeah, I've also heard a lot about it. That's one I've been meaning to check out,
Is this a
actually.
time travel game?
Apparently,
I guess so.
the cover of the game is like an hourglass with fucking the sand all falling out of it and shit. So, like, I'm thinking it
So it
has
has-
something to do with
Yeah,
time
I
travel.
was saying that would be a
Something about time for sure. Brent, you can go.
All right, let's see. So I'll start off with Life is Strange, which is a time travel game. A lot of you might not know the plot of Life is Strange. So it's basically like a teenage girl is at like a boarding school and she's doing her thing, doing her school thing or whatever. And then like she goes into the bathroom and like her friend comes in the bathroom with some dude and it's like she's in the stall and she hears all this shit happening and like the guy's like, where's my money, and he like pulls out a gun and like shoots her friend And like she like freaks out, and then like superpower moment, she has this like panic attack, and then suddenly time reverses to like right before the moment when it happens, and she like goes and stops it from happening. But basically the whole point of the game is you get this power where you can reverse time for like the past 10 seconds or something like
So
that.
she's like the Asian dude on what's that one old show, Heroes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But like fucking, she can do it whenever you want. So in the game, you can do it at any point in time. You just hold left trigger and you'll fucking rewind time. So you can like go have a conversation with somebody, and if you don't like the way the conversation turned out, you can rewind time and then like have the same conversation again and like see how the other outcome would go. But it's like at the end of the day, you still have to decide on one of the outcomes, and you can only go back 10 seconds, so you do end up having to live with your decision at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of an interesting premise because it's like long-term like effects of short-term decisions that you have like infinite time to make. I don't know. It's really
Could
interesting.
really use this power in real life.
Dude, totally. Oh my god.
Whoa.
making bets with people, and like you're wrong in the bit. Oh, zoop.
Right? Dude, buying scratch offs and scratching it really, really fast and like, oh. Yeah, dude. That would be sick.
That would look so crazy if you walked into a gas station and you're like, I'll take that ticket. They like hand it to you and you're just like
just scratch it before you even pay for it and just fuck it.
like
I think
I'll
my
take
method.
it.
I think my method with sports betting would be a lot better.
Don't-
Easier on the wrist, anyways.
don't you like you don't have to like technically scratch those. You can just scan it, right?
Yeah,
And see
you
if
just scratch the barcode part at the
Yeah,
bottom.
just-
That's why you just get it and instantly.
Yeah, see if you won.
Well,
Good call.
Good
Okay.
call.
And that's how time travel works. My number 5 is Prince of Persia: The
God
Sands
damn
of
it.
Time.
Okay, well that's one down for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry
That's a
about
good
that.
game.
It's a good game. Another
Oh,
game
yeah.
where the mechanic is basically just going back
Brief,
a short amount of
yeah.
time. You know what I mean? Which I think is cool.
Oh yeah, it's a very very limited time travel. But let me see who is posting this in the thing. It's Austin McGowan. He says, there was this strange PS2 game, Shadow of Memories, which was a mystery game where you tried to stop yourself from getting murdered.
Ooh.
The objective of Shadow of Memories is to guide player character Ike Kusch through the fictional German town of Lebensbaum, or Life Street, as he travels through time to prevent and unmask his murderer. So
That sounds kind of dope, dude.
that sounds really dope. I'm surprised I've never heard of that.
Surprised I haven't
I
remastered
was about to say, yeah, well, we even got the remaster, dude.
Was it a good game though? Like, was it fun, or like was it just a cool premise?
Yes, tell us,
and
Austin.
not acted upon. But yeah, Prince of Persia, it's a classic. Obviously, they're rebooting it right now. Not
It's one of the earlier
Not
ones I
looking
can
too good.
remember.
No.
the reboot's not looking good.
It
but
got
the-
delayed indefinitely.
But I just remember having so much fun with
Dude.
the time travel
Yes,
in that
And the
game.
mechanics of the parkour
and the wall
shit.
running and shit. Yeah, that
I was about
was.
to say it's one of the earliest ones I can think of with the integration of like parkour and everything.
But it wasn't even called parkour back then. Like we,
No.
or at least we didn't know it was called that. We were just like, it's the Matrix. You know, like he's doing the Matrix.
Dude, that shit was
swinging
so
on the
cool.
poles,
Yeah.
running on the walls.
Ah,
all that shit.
that was always a good feeling when you'd fall to your death and you're just hanging on the
Oh,
pole
yeah,
again.
dude.
It's like, okay,
But
not,
it would
not
limit you.
gonna do that, you know.
You couldn't keep doing it. What was it? Was like
You
you
had a
could do it
certain
like
number
3
of
times
However,
or
Yeah.
something.
however much sand was in your dagger.
Yeah.
But yeah, Austin McGowan says the game was fun, but a little hard due to poor translation. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Oh yes,
Devin,
that was me.
give us one of your last 2.
yeah. So, super hot.
Oh,
I didn't
super-
even think of super
Yeah,
hot as
I didn't
time
know
travel.
it was a time travel related.
Well, I consider it time
You're
travel in the sense of
stopping
like
time.
you're slowing time down
Oh,
and kind
okay.
of controlling it.
Yeah, okay. I
I
can
didn't,
see
like
that.
I said, I didn't have much to pull from, so I really had to like kind of
No, that's
reach out.
it's
No,
time
I didn't even think
manipulation.
about it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, time dilation would be even better. But yeah, I mean it's though, and I tried to think of like a VR aspect. I don't know any other time travel.
There's a
even
game
though
called Time Stall that I haven't played, but it's like a similar premise where you're like on a spaceship and everything, like time will stop periodically and you have to do like puzzles in the points where the time stops.
Imagine if you're just like walking through life and like time stops and you have to solve a bunch of puzzles and then like
sounds pretty fucking inconvenient.
yeah. Drive by Joe's got Returnal.
Oh yeah, Returnal. Yeah.
Returnal is definitely
So I've heard a lot of people say the premise of Returnal is a lot like Deathloop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
I
just
don't-
go through. If you die, you restart. Type
I haven't played
situation,
it
but-
personally, but it sounds like right up my alley. When I get my PS5, I think that'll definitely be on the roster of games I'm scooping up for sure.
Oh, and for people who don't know what Super Hot is, it's a VR game. It was also on
It's
console.
not a
Yeah.
VR.
No, it was
game.
on console.
It's on both.
Yeah, before. But yeah, if you don't know, when you move, time moves. But if you stay still, everything's frozen in time, and you use that to your advantage to kill enemies and stuff and stay alive
Yeah.
through waves.
It's less of a first-person shooter than it is a puzzle game, like with shooting guns. Like
Yeah.
you're basically just trying to solve the room. But all right, Brent, what you got?
All right, let's see what I got in the old sack of games here. Okay, another one that's not directly like time travel, but like space-time travel. BioShock Infinite. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Parallel dimensions are a big theme in BioShock Infinite. You know
BioShock
what I'm
absolutely
saying?
has time travel, though.
Well, yeah, a little bit, but like not as much. It's more about like hopping to like alternate versions of the same reality on the same timeline.
Well, I mean,
you know
time
what I
travel
mean?
is portrayed as that quite often.
It's
Yeah,
like a
it-
string theory thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But more, it's not like you're going backwards in time. It's like you're going sideways in time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can go sideways, but also the whole thing about there's always or never mind, I don't want to spoil it. But like
okay, it's been out for a long
yeah,
time.
like there's always a lighthouse and there's always
Right,
the
you're
guy
right.
or whatever. Like
it
you-
implies that there's some sort of like loop. You know what I mean? For
that
sure.
you're in. So like
Inevitability.
the whole premise of the game is time travel. Not what's happening in the game that you're controlling, but the whole idea is that time is repeating
Well,
itself.
see, it's not even like okay, it's from her perspective. I
Yeah.
feel like you know what I mean. It's less about like you as Booker DeWitt are you're
Exactly.
experiencing time travel because you're next to this like benevolent like Emily is like fucking basically a god. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and she's just controlling fucking time as we know it around us. Like I don't know, it's a whole thing. Like
she can rip through time.
yeah, like the tears and stuff. I don't know. It's a wild premise, and it's done so well. I don't
remember
know.
the cool shit that they showed before the game came out that was not in the game.
Yeah.
Like whenever she's like walking and there's like that dead horse on the ground, or it was like dying, and she was like, "No, I can save it," and like rips through time, and like a horse from I guess a different
Dimension,
different time
yeah.
or something like pops up in its place, and it's just
They
like,
have a similar
it's cool.
scenario to that though in the actual game where like the one guy who makes the thing is dead, so you go into the other dimension so you can find the alternate version of him, but then the alternate version of him is like a different personality altogether, and
Yeah.
it's like a whole thing. Like
It's a very confusing game. The time like dilation and all that stuff in any type of media always confuses the fuck out of me. Like especially whenever it's something like that where it's just like hold up, wait, so what was the guy supposed to be like, and how do we know this is the same guy? Like it just I'm like, how does this work? But anyways, I loved it.
Yeah.
Even though my brain's not complex enough to understand fully. But Time Splitters 2 is my number 4.
Gotta have Time Splitters.
Yeah.
I think I only played the multiplayer of this.
I mean, it's a co-op game. Like there's multiplayer.
There's a versus,
and then there's,
like a versus though.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
for
you played
whatever-
like the deathmatch or something.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I can't remember because I was like Time Splitters. I was like, that sounds.
The multiplayer was fun. I mean, there's
Yeah.
Probably a good reason you played the
Okay.
multiplayer a lot. You
because it was
know,
on OG Xbox.
but
right?
also the
Yes.
story was great too. It took you to all
Yeah.
kinds of different time
Yeah,
periods.
and I saw that, and I'm very disappointed. I didn't put Time Splitters because I'm pretty sure I did play the multiplayer, but I didn't play the story, and that was like, the story is what.
Me and Jamel used to
like
like
the whole
sit there
time
and play
travel.
multiplayer on that shit, like co-op multiplayer. We'd
Yeah.
go through the missions together. And shit.
Yeah,
fun.
it was like one of the best co-op shooters besides Halo. Like at that time,
Yeah.
Time Splitters 2 is just overall like a cool, like really cool game. And it was neat because like you could find like an Xbox in the game, and it'd have like like Centipede on it or whatever. Like you could find all these hidden things. But anyways, the time travel part of it was cool because you'd go to like an old cathedral
Yeah.
back in the day.
Every level
like,
was so
got all these
unique
futuristic
because it was
levels.
like, okay, we're gonna go to a whole different area, time.
It's like a cyberpunk level, like
Ah.
in the future, and all
So
this stuff. It was
cool.
neat. Anyways, yeah. So what you got, Devin?
Well, my last one. So this is actually the game's not really based around time travel at all, but in my experience, this is one of the most badass applications of time travel I've seen integrated into a game, and it's Titanfall 2. If you've never played Titanfall 2 story, well, first of all, you're fucking yourself because it is one of the best FPS stories I've played in a
And it's on Game
very,
Pass.
very long time. But there's one level. I'm not going to spoil a lot of it. I'm not going to spoil any of it. But there's one level that this whole like section of the story involves this watch that you hit and you go back to a specific time, and you use that mechanic. You like present day. This whole place is destroyed, and you go back to when it wasn't destroyed, and that mechanic plays into like fights and badass action scenes. And it's done so smoothly and well that I was just like in complete awe after that. Like I finished the mission. It was one of the most badass FPS missions I can think of.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
And it's like it's smooth as fuck, and you use it to like avoid like hairy situations.
I've been
and
meaning to go back and finish that. I started playing Titanfall 2 like a few months ago. I
Dude,
just
the
never
story is
finished it.
so fucking good, and but that mission specifically is, in my opinion, the best fucking mission of that whole story. You gotta play it. If not only for that part.
yeah, I'll have
like-
to check it out. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it.
It's badass, and then the whole story in general is really good.
Soul Reaver, want that time travel. Surprised they haven't made another one.
Soul Reaver had time travel.
I don't even remember playing Soul Reaver.
I remember like the character from Soul Reaver,
blue
but I
guy,
don't remember
right?
anything about the game. You know what I mean?
yeah, they hold on. I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah, Legacy of Kain. I don't remember time travel in Soul Reaver. I played Soul Reaver way back in the day.
I remember the game, like I said. I just don't remember anything about the game other than like the character and what he looked like, and then he reaped souls.
I think they need to make another one because it didn't really end.
It's a Eidos.
I know they
game.
made a bunch of Legacy of Kain games. Like there was Soul Reaver and like Blood Omen and like quite a few games in that series.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Soul Reaver was dope. It was very weird. Like the settings and stuff were very out there.
I grew up on like Nintendo and Xbox stuff, so like whenever it comes to PlayStation games, I missed out like hardcore. So I wish I would have got to play that, but he says
one
it
of, like,
would
the-
change the map.
Soul Reaver was on Xbox. Blood Omen and Legacy of Kain came to Xbox. I'm
Was
pretty
it?
sure.
I played it on PS2. It was
I could be wrong, but I know for sure Blood Omen
Or
was on
this-
Xbox, right?
Yeah, Soul Reaver 2 on PlayStation 2.
Soul Reaver,
No.
Xbox. Yeah, it was only a PlayStation thing. I
Windows,
thought.
Dreamcast, and PlayStation was the first one,
Really?
Yeah.
and then the second.
So there wasn't a single Legacy of Kain game on Xbox.
No.
Hold
No, I mean on PC, but
That's weird.
Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting. So, my next, or no, it's Brent. Brent, what you got?
All right. I will go with that basic shit. I'm gonna do Majora's Mask, because if we're gonna talk about time travel, you could talk about Ocarina of Time. Obviously, it's in the name.
Hold on,
You
hold
know
on,
what
hold
I
on.
mean?
Not even just that. We could talk about the entire Zelda series.
Yeah,
Like almost
just-
every Zelda game.
Most
starting
Zelda
at
games
different
for sure.
time.
Yeah, like you got A Link to the Past, literally in the title. A Link to the Past. What's the one for the one that we just played on the? It's like the Game Boy one. It's not Link to the Past.
Link's
Train?
Awakening.
Link's Awakening, which that one I guess has no time travel.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
like
know
the
about
only
time.
one that doesn't have time travel.
Well, I don't know about Breath of the Wild or
Breath
he
of the Wild
wakes-
has
he
time
wakes
travel.
Does
up
it?
from something, right?
what is the time travel? I know you can stop time to do that thing where you like hit the brick or whatever, or like where you hit stuff a whole bunch
the
and then it
different
flies
abilities.
off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's
Like
that's
a
more like a
stasis?
stasis, but for an object. So you're not really stopping time in the game. You're just stopping that specific object.
What is
But
like a
The time traveling thing that I'm talking about is like the fact that you are a time traveler in some weird sense of the game. Like it's hard to explain, but like
because you're coming from you're like the hero that awakens or whatever.
yeah,
Okay.
and like whenever you come out, like you have to find all these memories of like you and Zelda together. Like it's weird. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but there's definitely time stuff happening.
What a confusing life.
Yeah, there's definitely a reoccurring theme in
Zelda.
In Zelda.
Yeah, and those are some of the best games around, like the Zelda games in general. It's like if you haven't played Ocarina or Majora's Mask, like
You'll
play
have a
them.
chance pretty soon with the
On the
fucking
Switch,
yeah.
Yeah, with that N64, dude, it's gonna be dope.
We're finally about to get some games on the fucking Switch Online that are gonna like really hold up. Like some of those N64 games are actually really good games. Like I'm excited.
Mhm.
Like
Hells yeah.
I can't wait till we get GameCube games on there, dog. That's gonna be toy.
dog.
And they make a GameCube
Like-
controller.
Star Fox Adventures.
Dog.
Oh yeah,
They already do that, don't they?
I think they do.
I don't know.
Yeah, for Super Smash Bros. They
Oh
did,
yeah. I have one actually.
yeah.
Wow, Brent. I don't know.
Devin.
I'm out. I'm out.
All right, Brent.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Back to the Future. The fucking Back to the Future game from Telltale. Did y'all
I heard
play
it
this?
was good.
It is
No.
good.
Is it good?
Honestly, it might as well be Back to the Future 4 or whatever movie they after the one they stopped on. I think 3 was the last one,
It's like
right?
the Western
Yeah, there was
one.
Yeah.
yeah, Western.
So like this is basically just Back to the Future 4. Like it picks up the story and like it's really good.
What?
Like it's just a whole nother Back to the Future story. Like
Scott.
it's great. Like if you like
It's a good
Telltale
impression.
games, it's a point and click kind of Monkey Island style game, but the story is really solid. Like
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
tight. It's
Yeah.
a point and click.
That's one of my favorite like film trilogies.
me too. I've
Of
always
all
been a
time.
huge Back to the Future fan, so but
Uh,
it does a great job. It goes to like different time periods and stuff. I don't know. It's a lot of fun.
That's cool.
It's one of the surprising ones that like you hear it and you're like, that can't be good.
You'd
But
think,
everyone's
you'd
like,
think they'd
dude, it's
learn
awesome.
after the first couple trips going through time to
Right.
not do it.
Bro, fuck that. If I had a time machine, I don't give a fuck what I'm fucking up, dude. I'm going forward in time mostly so I don't fuck up my life. You
I
know
was
what
about
I mean?
to say make out with your mom.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. If I go back in time, we're going to like a different state altogether. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, how do you know you're not living in that state?
I don't know, man. I'm just going off faith here. you
Yeah,
know?
going off, mate.
I asked my mom before I go on the trip, like, where have you been your entire life? So
I need
know.
you to write this down.
Yeah, every place you've ever been to.
Show me on a map. Nope.
Show me on a map.
Yeah. My final one is Chrono Trigger.
I gotta have Chrono Trigger on there.
The ultimate time travel, like old school bullshit.
Cool thing about Chrono Trigger is it takes you to so many different time periods as well. You know, like
Oh,
time
yeah.
splitters. It's got so much variety with like the places you go, especially for an old game. You
Uh-huh.
know?
Oh yeah, it was like the ultimate RPG. There's like characters that you can either kill or have them team up with you and stuff. Like it just felt awesome, man. It was a cool game.
I also like the the story beats where you gotta like get stuff from the future and take it to the past or vice versa. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, well, where'd you get this sword? Like, oh, we were just in fucking 70,000 BC, and we just fucking
Oh, yeah.
found it. You know.
Dude, for real, that's a good game.
I do have an honorable mention.
Oh.
What is that?
So it's actually a mod in Blade and Sorcery.
Oh.
The time stop spell. And whenever you stop time, obviously everything around you stops, but you can move freely. And one thing I did one time was take a whole quiver of arrows, like 100 arrows, and I shot them all around an enemy to where they were like right here, like at his face, about to hit him. And then I let time go in 100 arrows. It almost melted my PC, but it was pretty cool.
I bet that was
It just
cool.
got destroyed, and then there's a bunch of other, just wacky shit you can do with the time stop spell.
That
But
poor guy.
That sounds
Yeah.
like fun.
He's just like, why?
like 1
me?"
second he's completely fine, and then the next millisecond he's got 100 arrows coming at him.
All right, so
Damn.
the torture simulator, and then
The
we got
torches.
Brent. I'm done with my shit. What you got?
The only one I've got left is Steins Gate, which is a visual novel that has been adapted into a super successful anime. But it was originally a visual novel,
Huh.
and
Okay.
super, super great story. One of the best like time travel stories I've
I
ever
mean, the
heard of.
anime is very highly regarded.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you play the game, there's like Steins Gate, and then there's like a remastered version or something where they redrew a lot of the characters. So I would go for the one where they redrew the characters, but definitely check it out. It's one of the best like time travel stories that you just absolutely can't miss. Like it's so good. But anyways, yeah, that's what I got.
Nice.
Sweet.
That's it for the topic of the show, guys. Thanks so much for putting your picks in the chat there, guys. So we're gonna not round out. Sorry, I'm sorry. I almost ended the show too early. We got a people's champ this week. We got Brent remembered the
We
questions.
did early too.
Yeah,
Good
Yeah,
job.
he set an alarm. Like he was up like fucking.
I actually just went to sleep super fucking early in the morning, so it was like I did it right before bed.
Who we got? Who's the champ?
All right, we got a champ this time. It's gonna be Brian Moctezuma.
Brian.
He says, "How we feeling about that Mario movie?" And by that I mean Chris Pratt as Mario. LMAO.
We've talked a lot about this already, but
Yeah, we did
so
briefly touch on this early.
I
for sure.
personally think he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be great. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and we, I don't know if you missed the show earlier, Brian, but
Giving him the benefit of the doubt.
we're definitely curious about his accent. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. We're gonna find out.
I have a bet going on it.
Yeah.
A whole
But they could just give him like a
$2.50.
Boston accent. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's me, Mario.
Mario.
You guys want to go get some pizza?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, isn't he from? No, that's in the movie.
yeah,
that's in the
that's
OG movie, and that didn't work out
Yeah,
too
that didn't
hot.
work out at all.
No, no.
I don't think Nintendo would let that fly. You know.
They did back then.
Anyways, moving over to our listener questions. Thank you, Brian. We have Jonathan Omen. He says, what are your thoughts
man.
on the new Kirby game? Was it a good idea to go full 3D, or does it feel too much like a Mario World knockoff?
I think it's a dope idea, but it does look like. I hope it's not too much like Odyssey. Like, I hope it's its own
There's no
thing.
way it'll be like Odyssey, I
don't
think.
know,
Well,
I
then
mean-
again, Odyssey, is very similar premise because you're throwing your cap
yeah,
on
I
stuff
was
to like
just about
take
to
over.
say. Yeah.
But Kirby did it first. I mean, if anything, Mario's jocking Kirby style with the fucking Mario Odyssey. Like, you can't just say like Kirby's not allowed to suck up people and steal their powers in a 3D world.
That's not what
You know
I'm
what I'm
worried
saying?
about. I just hope it's not too much like Odyssey in like the gameplay mechanics, like in the way or that the world is built, where it's like, oh, you're just going around and trying to do these miniature versions of like what you did in the N64 game, where it was like you'd go in and be this big ordeal to get 1 star.
Yeah.
Like in Mario Odyssey, it was like, here's like 50,000 stars in one area, and like if you do a triple jump here, we'll give you a star. If you do this over here, you'll get a star. If you do that, like, I want it to feel like the Mario 64, where it's like you actually have to work for that 1 star.
See, I think, okay, and this is just I don't know this for a fact, but I think, judging by past Kirby games, that this will be more like objective oriented and like slightly more linear than Odyssey. You know what I mean?
it does look kind of linear.
Like,
in
I
a
think
way.
you'll be going for a specific goal each level. You know what I mean? Like, to fight your way to the end and get to the boss kind of thing.
I don't know. I saw stars in the game. I literally
There's
saw
stars all over Kirby's world. That's
No,
just like
but
a
I'm
thing.
saying like big, like not like items or anything. Like it was like a star that you grab to end what you're doing.
Like a warp star?
No, like I just finished a like mission type star. Like it's like I grabbed it and it's like, here we go, like that kind of star.
I'm sure there will be something you collect
No,
at the
no,
end of
Jamal,
each
that's
mission.
Mario.
You know
I
what I'm
mean-
saying? But like, I do think it'll be. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I don't think it'll be as like you're walking around an open area collecting things. Like, I think it'll be like you're walking around like a level until you get to the end, and then there will be a boss fight, and then you get a star or whatever, and then the level's over. You go to a new level. I
That-
really think that that's what they're gonna do. You know?
Yeah, that would be less exciting for me. But okay, I mean, I guess it'd be alright. Like if you just went down this linear path and it was super easy. But
You know. I mean,
I guess.
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be like you
Until I have
know.
a Switch, I can't even like add comment.
yeah. Until you have a Switch, I don't want to hear a word out of you.
Okay.
We'll have to see. I think
Just
it's
gonna-
gonna be good.
just
I think
gonna-
it'll have its own thing going on.
Get out of here, Devin. No, but yeah. Good question though. Thank you, John Omen.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Omen.
John Omen.
What was the
O-
last name?
Oh yeah,
Omen.
Omen. Yeah,
John.
Jonathan.
But it's like
Omen.
OHMAN, like oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man,
Oh man.
Oh man.
that's a beautiful name.
It is. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. So that's it for listener questions. Brent, let's round out the show with your
With the super crazy questions about stuff.
I wasn't sure if he was gonna yell at that time.
All right. So we got some trivia for you boys here.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I live-
Medium
live for trivia.
medium hard this week. Actually, some of it's medium hard. Some of it's like just soft medium. You ready?
We're talking about chubs here?
Yeah,
Like, what?
some would say I'm medium.
All right, are you ready?
All right, let's do
All right,
this.
here's the hard one.
Okay.
In what state is the Pro Football Hall of Fame located?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know this.
Hold on. This is important.
Minnesota.
Nope.
I don't fucking know. I have no idea. It's a shot in the dark.
What do you got, Jamel?
I'm gonna say Wyoming.
Oh, no.
Is it
Sorry.
Montana or some shit.
It's a state that's for lovers.
Oh, it's Ohio? What?
Yeah, son.
It's a very random place to have sports
It's in-
memorabilia.
It's
I
a
guess.
state that's for lovers.
It's in Canton, Ohio.
Fuck
so there you
Ohio.
go. Hey, whoa, hey!
Ohio sucks.
What did Ohio ever do
I
to you?
lived there. That's what it did to me.
All right, fair enough.
Joe Mama? Who said Joe Mama? We gotta find out.
Hey, probably drive by Joe. They're talking about your mama. Anyways.
Joe's mom.
Joe's mama.
Jesse Shannon.
Whoa,
It's is
That's
talking
what.
about Joe's mama.
Yeah, that's one of my.
cool name. Cool name.
Okay.
Another cool name. Everybody that's commenting our video has cool names. All right,
Except Jesse.
Jesse. That's a cool name, Jesse Shannon.
Yeah,
It's like two first names, but, like,
Definitely
in
a
a cool way.
superhero.
Definitely sounds like a celebrity. Like, can you imagine you're at the Oscars and they're like, and now receiving the award for Best Actor, Jesse Shannon, and then it would be like, yeah, that I just rolls off the tongue. Anyways,
Yeah.
next question. This should be super easy if you know your Harry Potter stuff.
Haha.
right.
Aw, damn it. Watch me not know it, though.
Yeah.
What area lies to the west of Hogwarts Castle?
Man, get out here with that bullshit. Like, what?
Woods?
I don't even know east, west, north, south in real
Yeah,
life.
I don't
Like, how
know.
am I gonna
Well,
know it? In
Bro, you
Harry
can't just say the woods, dog.
The fucking.
It's not just the
God
woods,
damn
bro.
it,
it's
The dark. No.
No, hold on, we
oh,
got
come
this.
on, guys.
Wow, I told you.
Hold
See?
up. I know it.
Are you waiting for
Hold on. Okay, so it's
God
the
damn it.
forbidden
the forbidden? Yeah.
What?
forest.
Ah, he got
Yeah.
it! He got it!
See,
All
it's
right,
because I
sorry.
watched too much Star Wars.
Very
dude.
excited
I
about
know
that.
all about that.
I did say I know you. Unfortunately, I don't claim you now, though.
Yeah.
Jesse Shannon said, "D-Money acting like you don't know me."
Devin definitely said he was like, oh, that's my friend. But
Not. No, I'm just kidding.
Not.
well, that was good. At least we got one of those, I guess. Though I didn't know that it was to the west, so Devin got that part.
And
I
then
didn't
what? To
know
the
it was-
east is the fucking lake.
I didn't
Like,
know it was to the west either, but I figured if you just kind of guessed all the different things around Hogwarts, I'd give you like 4 guesses. So, like, you know,
All
I
right,
just
well,
couldn't
it's
think of
either
that,
gonna
yeah.
be
it's like either the Quidditch pitch or the fucking Forbidden Forest or,
the
fucking Hagrid's hut or like.
The lake.
That's
Is
pretty
the
much
lake-
it. Yeah,
is
the lake.
close
Yeah,
to
the
it?
lake.
I thought Hagrid's hut was on the same side as the Forbidden Forest.
Yeah,
though.
it's like in
Yeah,
between.
I think it is. So there you go.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of things that border Hogwarts. You know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
know,
The
we'll
Whomping
get a
Willow.
Very,
You know what I mean?
we'll get a very accurate depiction of this if the Harry Potter game ever comes out. So.
Boy.
The Whiskey Willow.
I fucking can't wait for that, dude.
Whomping Willow.
No, I'm saying we
just
need to
getting
open a
fucked
bar
up.
called the Whiskey Willow.
Oh,
dude.
Oh,
the
I like
Whiskey
that.
Willow.
Yeah, and it looks
Oh.
like a big fucking tree on the outside.
Dude, no, we should just
You
call it the Whomping Willow. Fuck it, you know?
Yeah, or that. Yeah.
What are
and
they
then
gonna
get
do?
Sued.
What are they
and-
gonna do? So
Not scared of Warner Brothers.
But anyways, it's been fun, everybody. Remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else, like everybody here did on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast, and YouTube.com/CreateForSanity every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to submit any questions you want us to read on the show to the group, or you can check out our Discord, which is dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast, and check out our video content later. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle @JoffreyJamel, and Brent at Brent Has One, and check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners. Later.